Right. Let's see what's going on. Don't know if anybody can see or hear me. It says stream health warning. Check video resolution. All right. Let's see if this works.
Can you hear me?
Boom. Can you hear me?
Hey,
what's going on?
What's up, dude?
All right. I have no idea if this is actually working. It was supposed to wait to go live, and it jumped on right away. So I'm already out of practice with this thing. But
what's going on, Ben?
Well, I have hardware video rendering going now, but it says my camera resolution is terrible. Do I look horrendous?
It's not the best you've ever looked, buddy. That's your lighting, though. We can fix that. I can show you.
I'm not worried about the lighting. It says I'm broadcasting in like 480 by 480.
Let me jump back. Yeah, it's a little rough, man.
Is it? All right, let's see if I can figure out what's going on here.
You're still clear, though.
It says 1280 or 720. All right, let's see what happens here. Is that any better?
It's going to take a second over on the YouTube to find out.
You know what it is also? I set all the settings.
Yeah, you look better on here, but I can't tell over on YouTube yet.
Still trying to figure this crap out. Like I said, this may fail horribly. Oh, looks like somebody else is jumping in.
Yeah, I gotta fix my outdoor lighting at one of these days. Shits, what's up?
What's up, boys? Hey, do I get to have a name for myself or not?
Let me check that.
Well, I don't have a name. I don't know.
I didn't even see an option to fucking put a name.
Yeah, let me see. Show guest names, equalizer, muted.
Nice chug, by the way. Nice chug.
Yeah, you feeling that one?
Me? I'm good.
Virtual background.
Dude, I'm so good.
Dustin, for 240p, it looks good.
Well, I'm ugly enough that it don't really matter. I'm just trying to figure out where's the guest name thing.
That's all right. Don't worry about that shit. If people don't know who we are,
yeah, I know. I just got to figure this out. I'm curious how this is, though. Is this working on YouTube tonight, or is it all choppy and shit?
Dude, OBS is so weird. Like, I can make you max size on my screen. Like, why the fuck would I want to do that?
Yeah. We all look like shit on YouTube.
That's probably old settings. I tried to reset everything.
Yeah, 240 is the max that anybody can get. So it's gonna
really.
Yeah,
I think you know what it is. I think I had lowered everything horribly.
Yeah.
When nothing was working.
Right.
Instant encoder. See if I can bring this up.
What's up, Liberty Not Licensed?
Ah, yeah, that's what it is.
Top Shelf, what's up, man?
Please turn off video. Things may go black for a minute here, folks.
You're good. I'm gonna cut my mic.
Here, let's see. I don't know if I could do this with OBS running. I'm gonna see.
Well, it's all an experience.
Yeah, if this does die, I'll just start another one. How the hell did I change this while this was running last time? Yeah, I see why it's screwed up. So video output is currently active. All right, I'm gonna. Hopefully this doesn't kill YouTube. If it does, I'll make another one. Let's see.
I need some better outdoor lighting.
Are we visible again on YouTube yet?
Not yet. It's spinning. Liberty not licensed. I am in my back porch right now. I was down in the dugout earlier, but came outside to smoke a cigar.
It shouldn't still be spinning.
Oh, we're back.
We're back. Is the resolution any better?
Nope. Nope, still off.
No, I think because I started it, I don't know if I can. Let me see if I can change it in studio.
Well, hey, you reset this. I'm gonna make a call real quick.
All right.
All right, because I just had one come in. I got to take it. I will catch up with you in a few. I'll be up.
All right. Yeah.
Anthony's there. He's got you. I'll be back.
All right. Hang on. Let me add you to the stream. But I may have to kill the stream because I don't know if I can fix the output. I've just fixed the output resolution of OBS.
Yeah, you do look. It looks a lot better.
Oh, does it? Did it just clear up? Well, and did it clear up on YouTube though?
I'm on you. Hold on. Let me go to YouTube and look. Yeah, I still see Chris.
Oh, now we can get high def. There we go.
Yeah.
Is that better? Can people actually see this?
I see you.
It's too sharp. See how the frame rates are going. Looks like my hardware rendering's working because I'm not dropping any. I'm not seeing any frame rate drop. We need some people in here, guys. If you
Well, the thing about it with me is that when I can see you and I can see everything else, I can't see the chat on OBS.
Well, you should be able to still use the chat on YouTube.
Well, I have to flop over, and it's like a day or
pop
two
it
behind.
out.
What's that?
Pop it out. There's like 3 buttons on the top of YouTube. It's a little trick I use when I'm on other people's streams. You see these 3 little dots on top?
Yep.
You could just hit pop out chat. And it makes chat its own little window.
Well, it did. Where'd it go? It's here. Hold on. There it is.
Yeah, I have like all the highlighting stuff and all that turned off right now because everything was off when I was troubleshooting this. But it looks like it's actually working. So now I need some people to see if I can make. Now we need to get a couple people in and see if this thing can handle it.
Oh my gosh! What did this thing just do? All right.
So anybody in chat, even if you don't usually come on, if you could find it in your heart to come on and mess around.
That's right. It's only Ben.
Yeah. I'm ugly. I know.
Hey.
Whiskey Nose, get on here. I need more people. See if we can crash this thing. I disabled the freaking plugin for the like highlighting the comments and stuff. I got to get all that working again, but
that OBS is a chore.
Yeah, but I had it all set up perfect last time, except for my hardware couldn't handle it.
Yeah. Now
that I've got the hardware going, I need some people to see if it can handle it. But I think I screwed up the plugin that does the like the inserting into. Oh, let's see if I could turn some of this other stuff on. If it works. Stuff I had turned off. That's not it. That's it. Let's see if that comes through now. Look how old it was the last time I tried this. Check out the stream. The streamer at the bottom. Is it working? Is it coming through?
I hear you.
No. Is the video?
Oh,
Is the streamer going on the bottom?
I don't see it.
It would be on the YouTube. I got to see if it's coming.
I'm looking at YouTube.
It'll take a second.
Said, YouTube is like a day behind. So
yeah. But it's back from Adriana's. There it is.
Yeah, it's there now.
Yeah. That's how long ago it was that this failed. Horribly.
Yeah, I see that.
See if I remember how to edit this thing. Yeah, I'm not going to mess with that right now.
I don't know why this thing keeps doing that stupid top chat shit. I want to see everything.
Horrendous.
There you go.
Come on, Marty. I need more people. Bourbon Bowler.
What happened to Adam? What you do? Boot him?
Nah, I don't know. He dropped off. He said it was going to come back. I forget. He was going to do something. Maybe he was taking a dump. I don't know.
Hey.
And I'm on stupid top chat also.
Yeah, you got to get off of that.
Yep.
Because someone was talking to me and I couldn't understand what people were saying because they're telling me, hey, this, and I go, what are you talking about? And I realized, oh, it's back on top chat instead of live chat.
Mm-hmm. We got 14 people watching, supposedly.
Really? Good for you.
But I think some people might have bailed because it was looking terrible before.
Well, that's just your normal look. Tell them, look.
I mean, I hear you, but you know.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it looks like I dropped one frame so far out of 14,000.
Don't worry about it.
Well, considering last time I was dropping like 99% of frames. But
like I said,
some smoke pours out of my machine too.
So I picked up a.
You got something new?
Yep. Single barrel Knob Creek 120.
Nice. What's the tater sticker? Let me see if I can full screen.
Drag it through the garden. So this is a Chicago pick, and they call it Lost Barrel because somebody ordered it, didn't pick it up, so the store picked it up. This is the old bottle too. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Barreled in 11, bottled in 20. Mm-hmm. And it is absolutely delicious. So I picked that one up.
Cool. Can never go wrong with a Knob Creek store pick.
And I picked up another one.
Another 9-year?
Another 9-year. And this is the New Mexico blend. And it is a true flavor bomb. True flavor bomb.
Nice.
And for the trifecta.
There we go. Found the button.
Another one. And this one is the LA blend. and it is just downright good sipper. I mean,
Third,
unbelievable.
also a 9-year.
Yep. They were bottled with, or barreled and bottled within days of each other.
And they were all very different.
They are very different. So I got to sample them before I bought them. And oh my gosh, $52. Good price.
Need some more people here. Where's everybody? I'm gonna text Adam.
Yeah, he might be busy.
Yeah. Texting Ledig. Because my actual vision for this is, you know, you have Ken and, you know, who's generally got, you know, a couple people on. You got Livewire that maxes out at 10. Cheech, you know, likes to have, you know, a little bit smaller. My vision for this, and why I wanted to do this with OBS, was to do, if we can, 20 people, 30 people. It'll be a complete mess, but at the same time, it would be cool.
Hey, you talk
nah, fuck you, nah, fuck you, nah, fuck you, man, nah, fuck you.
You talk about a real shit show with 20 people. Let me tell you what.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But
so
yeah,
we're
I'm
actually
talking now, bitch.
What?
I'm talking now, bitch.
We're listening, bitch.
That's what it would be like.
That's what it's like anyway.
No, come on.
I can't believe this thing seems to be working. I just want to get more people on here.
Well, it's working. You got the three of us.
That's what sucks about OBS. You don't even know, dude.
What do you mean?
I don't know. So we got 15 watching. All right.
We got 15 watching, 3 on the stream. I was showing them while you were off. I don't think you saw it. Check out how long ago it was that failed really badly. Can you see the streamer on the bottom yet?
Do I have to go to YouTube? Or?
Yeah. But it'll take a minute to show up because, you know, it's way behind.
Oh, it's like a day behind.
I mean, it's always like...
Cheers, buddy. Yeah, I'm back. I'll be here for a little bit.
Bourbon Baller, should I show off what I got hand delivered today?
Trying to hang out in the Discord too for
Cliffy.
Bourbon Bites for bringing us on. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was cool.
For some reason,
using the crap we got for Anthony Rizzo.
I can't remember my password for Discord.
It's Boner 1.
It's 1.
Probably is.
You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's the same combination of my luggage.
Yes. Well played.
I wonder how hot the freaking video card's getting right now.
Well, don't you have it sitting on a block of ice? So what are you worried about?
I mean, I don't hear the fans kicked up to 1,000. I mean, it seems to be handling this no problem.
You can hear it humming away?
No, I can't. That's why I'm kind of surprised. I thought it would actually be taxing it worse, considering how bad this failed last time.
Well, anyway, important thing is I need another drink.
If he's on as Adriana, she ain't gonna come on.
What are you drinking, buddy? What is that?
Smoke wagon.
Smoke wagon what?
Small batch.
Small batch clear bottle. Look at you.
Why is it a
sexy.
white label? Because it's a clear bottle?
Yeah, that's
Remember, they ran out
one
of
of the
amber.
first batches of clear bottles.
Their special releases are like white labels, dude.
But this
Yeah,
isn't
that's not a
special. There's
Sorry,
nothing
go ahead.
special about it. Yeah.
Obviously, I know. I'm just saying, like, come on.
Oh yeah, yeah. But everyone thinks, and they've asked me a million times, "Oh, what it releases at?" I go, "It's a straight small batch. They just ran out of the amber colored bottles, so they put them in those."
Sorry, I'm double dipping here. Mm.
I'm still looking for the uncut clear, Tim. I know they're around. I just haven't been where they are when they're here. My wife found that at Walmart.
What?
Yeah, for $42.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I got it, is just because it's different. I don't intend on opening it, even though the juice isn't anything spectacular as far as it's not different than the standard. I just think it's neat, so I'm going to hold on to it. And then when I get the uncut unfiltered, I'll get that, and that will be it. And I have the red, white, and blue. So then I'll have the 2 clear bottles, and I'm good.
Hey, Anthony, what do you got coming up? Are you doing any lives coming up, or no?
Well, if I get the house in somewhat of an order here in the next week or so, yeah, I'm going to try to get something together and going. Should be the flooring contractor call me, if not tomorrow, Monday, to schedule that. I already had the actual contractor in for the walls and other stuff to work on from the water leak. And so everything is crammed between the family room, the dining room, and living room. Some stuff was moved out, but you just don't know the turmoil that's in here right now. And so I carved out my own little corner, and I've managed to keep it. It's this area right here, so where I can reach back and grab the bourbon and just sit here. Oh man.
So where's Stoll? Did he go to bed, or is he hanging out on Discord?
He's on the Discord right now.
Is that video also, or is that just audio?
No, it's video.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was doing it for a while, and then I'm like, nah, I'm coming back.
I'm just shocked this is working at all.
Yeah, Tim, they all sell out quick, particularly in that clear bottle. I'm looking for a couple more because other people are interested in it. So if I find them, I'll get a couple of them and then get them delivered.
I mean, for the next few months, they're all supposed to be in the clear bottles because you can't get the brown bottle. So,
well, believe me, they're just not showing up
unless they go on clearance.
Yeah, and I'm so mad. I by the time when I heard about it, I went to about 3 or 4 stores. They were selling out of the small batch at Albertsons here, Adam, for $20.
Wow.
And I couldn't find any. We went to a couple, and
yeah, the small batch.
They had them clearance, $20, 1997. I think it was the one tag.
Was it the small batch or the straight?
Small batch.
That's like a $45 bottle.
I know.
Wow.
I wish, and I go to Albertsons all the time, but I haven't been there in a couple of days. I could kick myself. I'd have bought a case of that or whatever they had, and just said, "Yeah, give it to me."
Oh,
Because it's $20. They'd be great Christmas presents.
Yep.
Oh, look.
Holy shit.
I know.
Oh my god. Fucking
Hang on one second. Let me get you in the show. I am not worthy. We have Cheech. Hardly.
The Wombat Society guy is on the channel.
Oh, you got the uncut, unfiltered.
It's not me. I keep telling you, I'm the other guy. That's just a friend of mine.
I can't believe this is
Is
actually
everything
working.
backwards on is that
Where'd
how
you
it
get
works?
that? Where'd you get
OBS?
that?
Why is everything backwards? I've never had that happen. Felt
What's
backwards to
happening?
me. I don't know. The label looked backwards to me, but that's
Now
just
we
'cause
can
I was-
see it. We can
Yeah,
see it.
I'm
I was
coming
looking
up
through the bottle.
backwards too. In the what do you call it? For some reason, it's inverted
right.
in OBS Ninja, and then when it streams it back out to YouTube, it flips it back around. Some kind of mirroring thing.
Whatever, as long as I don't look it too insane.
Wonder if
No more than usual.
change
That's
Hey,
that.
right.
hey, what batch is that, Cheech?
That is batch
74?
76.
Okay.
Batch
76.
76.
Oh, damn.
I won't be opening that one.
a high batch.
No, anytime soon.
It's just a novelty. It's nice to
yeah,
have.
exactly. It's a novel.
I don't
I have
know why
other
it's
stuff
not
that
letting.
I can do
It's
for
supposed to ask everybody for a display name. It says it's not asking.
It
people for
asked
names.
me, but it's just not showing.
Oh,
Didn't ask me, but then I seen some earlier too.
huh, hang on.
Hmm.
Weird. All right. Well, whatever. I'll
You got
get this
20
thing.
people
figured out.
watching you, buddy.
When it asked me, I put on there Ben's Pimp.
I didn't think this was
You're
going to
not
work at
wrong.
all, so I'm kind of floored right now. That's why I want to get more people on. If they would do me, there you go, Simon, Waka fucker.
You really think he fucks quokkas?
Absolutely.
Probably. Given the chance.
Given the chance. That's all it takes.
Oh, you'll hear it over and over again now, Simon.
Yeah, this relentless group of fellas will never let up.
Let's see if this works.
Drew Furstenberger, what's up, buddy? Good to see you in the chat. Hey, speaking of chat, anybody catch any of that live from Sealbox and Chattanooga Whiskey on Instagram tonight?
I missed that.
Because there's only like 17 people in there. But it was weird because earlier today I was pouring some samples of Chattanooga whiskey. And I went to go pour a sample of this port cask, not this bottle, different bottle. And it's the first bottle of whiskey I've had turn in, I don't know how long, a couple years at least. But I had to drain pour one of these Chattanooga port casks because it had gone south. It's milky and weird.
Really?
Yeah, and I've
wow.
never had anything like a chat do that. But it's weird when I pulled the cork on it, it just came out, and I've never had a Chattanooga do that. They were always a good cork pop with it. This one was just loose. I don't know, the cork dried out too much or what, but I mean, I drank that bottle pretty fast. Didn't get to the bottom 4 or 5 ounces. Wasn't too bad. Most of the bottle got drank. But now I'm going to actually drink some for myself because I was pouring samples.
So we gained 2 subs tonight.
Oh, good.
Woohoo!
That's awesome. Where are you guys at?
277.
Ooh.
Dude, we're nipping at your heels.
You're on my heels. You're so on my heels.
Dude,
Oh, man,
we
I
are like
forgot my
right
heels.
there, bro. Who's
I'm
gonna
at-
get to 300 first? Huh?
I'm at 289.
Who's gonna get to 300 first, buddy?
I'm at 28. Probably Ben. Ben's growing. He's
No,
growing. Ben's
I've
got
been setting
130
at
people.
130 for a while.
I wasn't talking about your sub count, buddy. I meant your
Oh, I
lower
love you
region.
too.
Your lower regions are growing.
Well, since you're on the screen, of course.
Yeah, it's funny. Since I joined your stream, you've gained exactly one more person in chat, and that's probably me.
Probably his backup account, actually. Oh,
Probably.
I'm gonna go like the video by the way. Everybody make sure you hit the like button,
Yep.
subscribe,
this one, yes, I just did that.
click it,
That's-
whatever you gotta do.
Whatever you got to do.
Some good people hanging out in your chat.
Finger in
Tim
the
Evans
whatever.
and Big League Bourbon, James Morgan, all the way there. My favorite Londoner, James Morgan, good to see you, buddy.
I have
Liberty
been
Ices.
I have been working on this like
Ooh.
nobody's business.
How is it?
This thing has been terrific.
What's your what's the date on that thing? The bottling date?
Let's see.
Is that on there?
Hold on.
Bottom right, front label.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
Barreled on 4, 5 of 10.
Okay. I have an
Oh,
11,
shit.
17 of 10.
There we go.
No,
Going
mine's
somewhere.
11/16/09. So fuck y'all.
Yeah,
For some
I've
reason
got
the
another one
resolution
here.
is horrendous in my YouTube chat, but I'm able to highlight
my
people now.
C09 with an 08.
Ah,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like a
my
year
other one's
earlier.
a 2010.
yeah, I got a 10 and an 8, and I just finished off another 8. I hate to see that one go. That was hard to get rid of, but also delicious.
Man, what's up, buddy?
This thing is very unhappy.
But I can tell you, I only opened this, 2 days ago, 3.
Can't
And
believe you're not down to the label yet. What's going on?
I am now,
Oh, there you go.
but it is delicious.
Good stuff, man. Without a doubt.
Good shit. Quality pour, man.
It really is. And I've had that
10-year
bottle.
bourbon for what? $45?
I'm gonna say yeah. I know it wasn't over 50 because I wouldn't pay that.
I see those things going for 99 around me. I don't.
Oh,
pay
yeah.
that. I don't pay that, but they go. If you find them local to where I'm at, they're $100 or more.
Shit. Who do we got, Bourbon?
Like I said, 50 is my limit on that. That's
Yeah.
it.
We got somebody else coming in?
Who did you add?
You have a black screen down at the bottom. The void.
Mm-hmm.
You always get rid of it.
That might be the space holder.
I have
there
a
we go.
feeling that's Chris getting set back up.
Oh, okay.
I think.
John Trombetta is in Las Vegas. Just saw a picture, buddy. Believe you're at the Venetian.
Is he drinking E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof?
I sure hope so.
Dude, he went from freaking that pit.
Oh, I know who that is.
Earthquake.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, what the hell?
What's up?
Didn't realize that the
Look, I
camera
just
wasn't
saw
up there.
ghosts. I just saw ghosts. Holy shit.
Get that shit sorted, Tito.
Yeah, if I'd
What's
have
up,
known,
Wolfman?
if I'd have known
Trombetta
John,
went from that pick today, dude. Like, what a
What's up, Wolfman? You don't like that? Somebody been watching. Somebody been watching some other videos. I tell you.
I see that. Tell you what, off stream, I will tell you why I'm saying shit.
Okay, I'll drop it there.
90s
But I was saving that. I was saving that till I saw you.
I know. Nice.
See if I can.
No, I don't mind it.
I
But
like
I'll-
it that we all get
I'll
along.
explain a little more.
Mhm. Shot you a message. Not sure.
But-
Where did you message me, Drew?
Hey, Drew, if you need me to talk to Ben for you, just let me know, buddy.
He's got my info. Did I miss a
Oh,
message?
no, I'm just messing with Drew because he's my neighbor.
Oh,
He lives
like
down-
literally your neighbor?
Probably 5 or 6 miles away. He's not too far away.
This OBS is tripping me out because it's StreamYard. It looks the same on YouTube as StreamYard, but OBS doesn't.
Yeah,
No,
drops
it's
the
not.
resolution and preview big time.
it is not the
Nah,
same at all.
Fucking
But it looks good on YouTube. I'm keeping
Yeah.
an eye on YouTube.
I'm just shocked this thing is working at all. Did
Well,
Burton's
it's running as smooth as any of my streams do. I think you got it figured out.
Yeah, it's
Ben.
running
Time to
really
go on
smooth.
Oh,
twice.
so- Well, Bourbon Bowler said I should show it off, so I got a little hand delivery from Bourbon Bowler today.
Oh, no
See that
way.
shit.
Is that the pick?
What is that?
Oh,
This is-
dude, that's his fucking pick. Fuck you, man.
My goodness.
I'm going to be sampling it out.
Well,
Fuck
thank you, man.
buddy. Dude, so that's a hazmat Elijah Craig pick.
Just saying.
The proof is 142.2. Yes.
Oh my goodness. Gosh, that's got to be.
Oh wow.
delicious.
Hazmat Elijah Craig barrel.
I wish Bourbon Bowler would come on here and talk about it.
What makes you think I'm in Texas?
Fucking guy,
Liberty.
man.
Facebook Messenger.
I don't know
I'll be in
what he
Texas,
had to
sure.
offer up to get that fucking
I'm in California.
thing, but it probably includes his lips and or his throat.
Hey, Adam, speaking of, I won't be making it to Utah this weekend, buddy. Sorry. Just did not work out.
Gonna miss you,
Did not
G.
work out.
I miss you, bro.
Hey,
T, what's up, buddy?
On trombetta.
Live from
you know,
the
John, if I'd have known you were there, I was behind the Monte Carlo, aka now the park, doing some hunting.
Whiskey World or Liquor World.
That's where I
got
was.
some, and I got some JJ Pavic store pick from
Did you go
them.
the one on Trop?
Right, but the one I went was by the In-N-Out Burger.
That's where I
So-
was today.
Well, fuck, we were in this. I was in there yesterday.
Oh, I was in there today. I picked up 3 of the store pick Knob Creeks.
Ah, yeah,
Yeah.
they had a Knob Creek 2001 there too.
They
and
did.
I was like,
160.
yeah,
Yeah.
I seen that, and I was like,
And then next
I
to it
don't
was
know.
the 15 year
yep,
for 105.
yeah, yeah. I was
John.
thinking about that. So
But I
John,
was in
try to go to liquor lineup.
okay, cool. I'll be here until next. I think we fly out Monday.
So
So,
what are you doing?
I don't know, just chilling out.
Oh,
Just
Well, I'm looking at
relaxing.
Good time, buddy.
It's
Well,
not too
looking
much
at
ugly,
where
Shane.
you
You're
are.
not on yet.
and I'm like,
When you get on, it'll be too much ugly.
where are you at?
Yep. Now it came back. Okay, there we go. Cool.
Yeah, everything's good on our end, Ben.
No, I just put the spacing in, and it should possibly show stream names now when I unpop. If I can get this thing to unpop.
Oh, you're in the garage. Okay. I got it.
It's where they take the cheaters to break their hands.
I know where you are. You're on the
I've seen-
tram.
I've seen Casino.
Yeah, I just jumped on the tram heading
Oh, yeah,
to
we went back
MGM.
to,
So, yep.
YouTube.
Okay. Now I know.
Right.
But yeah, I was at Liquor World today, the same one. That's their corporate office. That one that's there on Frank Sinatra or Dean Martin, whatever the hell. it
Oh,
is.
Dean Martin.
Yeah.
That sounds familiar. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the street it's on. But anyway, that's their corporate office, that store.
Oh, the guy in there was really nice. and,
Brian
like,
or Brandon.
Yep, yep,
Yep.
and he was feeding me all sorts of shots, decided if
Yeah.
I wanted it and all that.
Yeah.
So it was all
I
good.
was in there today. I did a pilgrimage. I avoid the strip like the plague.
Yeah, he's opening another store on the strip, which he's going to crank his price up. But I would swing by there, and then he said all the Buffalo Trace stuff comes in on August 4th into Vegas.
Are you looking for it in particular?
No, not really. I was
Oh,
just kind of looking around, yeah, but that's what he was saying. You know, they were pretty much all Buffalo Trace stuff.
I think he had one bottle or maybe 2.
Yeah, it was minimal. He said the drop was coming, August 4th, and I'll be gone on the 2nd. So.
It's
Yeah.
Buffalo Trace products are like hen's teeth here right now. Eagle Rare,
Yeah.
Blanton's.
If you
If you
mean
find a
as in
Blanton's
the
here,
United
it's $100
States, why is
more.
Tito not visible?
I mean, there's places selling Eagle
Tito,
Rare
what did you do?
for $100.
I don't know. Let me remove and re-add you. That was weird. We just Tito disappeared.
No,
He
he's
was sitting in
there.
the background.
He's not being streamed live to YouTube.
I'm here on OBS.
No, you
but
should
not
be on YouTube now.
Yeah, because YouTube and OBS, YouTube, you're a day behind.
Yeah, I need to plug in another monitor into this thing like really soon. And what's sad is I have another monitor right here. I just don't have a cable run between the machine and monitor.
Oh, you'll do it next time.
Well, because I don't have the OBS, the Ninja controls on the same screen.
Right.
But I do get a 7-year MGP product, so it tastes pretty damn good. So I picked one of them up.
I had a few tastings while I was in that same shop today.
So what did you walk out with?
3 Knob Creek store picks that they had.
Okay. Yeah, I got the JJ Havoc store pick, which is really good also.
Yeah, but he had quite a few I could try, so I took advantage of it. And those 3 store picks for Knob Creek was just phenomenal. But they
Wish I could spend more. I wish I could spend more time. My wife was in the car, so
I got
and I'm running here for a second,
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, 30 minutes later I'm out.
No, my wife went with me, and she was picking different things out. You got to try this. You got to try that. Look at this. Look at that. I looked at the scotches. They're okay in price.
That's pretty nice. Yeah, actually, a cat. I bet if it was on the strip, it'd be like nuts, So
What did Tim Evans say? Pay StreamYard? Tim Evans. Ironically, I do have a paid StreamYard right now. This is completely a test.
To see if you can get rid of the StreamYard.
Right. Well,
That's what
I
you're
want to see
testing,
if I can get like. That's my thing.
What's that? See if you get how many people?
20, 25. I want to do the complete opposite of, you like to keep it calm and steady. I want
Chaos. I got you.
live
Chaos. Chaos.
wires, the community. I want to be the rowdy bar where people are hitting each other and things are crazy.
So you're going on after me? Is that your schedule? You're going to go on after I sign off?
No, I'm just saying I want it to be,
Sunday morning.
I'm a walking, talking shit show, so it might as well be a shit show.
Oh wait, I need to punch up.
Oh,
But
wow.
unfortunately, I need to get enough people.
I was looking at OBS.
Come on, Schlong. Get on here. You know you want
is on the
to.
way to go have a steak or something for dinner. John, hope you're eating well while you're in Vegas.
I can't believe he didn't hit up Urban Neophyte when he was going to Vegas.
He's still there for a couple.
I'm still here. That's the next step. So
We were
he's probably
actually
hiding. He's hiding from me.
we were in the same store, just 24 hours apart.
I know that's weird shit there.
I'll tell you what I'm not doing is drinking.
I just finished that pour of the Chattanooga port cask finish. I still like it. I just did it a fresh bottle crack.
Basically.
Ben, did you ever
And
drink that?
I just went back to Little Jane.
Of course. Who am I? Patrick Swayze. The ugliest
you'd be bigger.
incarnation.
Whoop. What happened to Sexy Cheech?
Cheech dropped out now?
It's OBS.
No, I'm here. I just shut
He's
my
in
camera
the
off 'cause I didn't
Oh, no.
want-
When you shut your camera, it drops you.
Okay, well.
Oh,
No, it's fine.
okay.
I don't know
You
how
can
to
get
make it stay on when you cut your camera. I actually
That's
like
fine.
that it does that automatically,
Because we can still see not visible.
except for when you were in the
Yeah.
background before you had your camera on. So that was confusing.
Yeah, my camera's off. I even toggled it off and back on to see if that would do anything, and that didn't.
Did you unplug it? Did you plug it in again?
No, that was the next step. No, no, because I could see my picture like on OBS. I was there. I just wasn't on YouTube.
So we're
All right,
headed-
everybody, I'm out of here. So we'll yak at you later.
Yeah.
Have a good time, man.
Have fun.
Oh, we will.
John.
Here's John. Bye.
This is a lot better
What are
than
you
I
drinking?
remember it being. The Widow Jane 13.
Oh, yeah,
it's a
those are
store
all
pick.
good.
Yeah, I remember just it not hitting quite
Well,
right.
it's
but
13-year
it's tasting
MGP,
really good right now.
but they got to put their own spin on it and put some stupid New York water in it. And I live in New York,
Right.
So you know the water's stupid.
but they will not fuck with it.
So there will be no cast strength Widow Jane MGP juice.
Supposedly not. As a chatty port.
I don't remember if it's today or tomorrow. Anyway, they're imposing the masks back here in Vegas. You're not going to have a choice. Can't remember.
I think we're
Yeah,
not
I
far
think the whole
behind you.
I think
Yeah,
we're all
we're
going
heading-
back. It's all going back. I heard today a buddy of mine went to get water, and only water that was left in the store was Evian. So the
Nobody's
stupidity's starting
Yeah.
again.
Why? Sorry. It's just a reaction. What?
People are stupid.
I can't deal with another year of virtual teaching.
You should retire.
As of right now, we're still going to be in class with no social
That doesn't
distancing
make
at
any
all.
Well,
sense. If
just
we're gonna
masks
go back
when
to
you're
these
indoors.
mask mandates and all this crazy other control measures, putting kids back in the schools, and that makes no sense at all. Makes no sense.
It
they're
also
going
makes
back
no sense.
here.
How can you turn all the mask mandates back on, but still let everybody have restaurants at 100%?
You can't. They're going to shut it all down again.
Yeah.
All coming
Yeah.
over again.
Masks are, I think tomorrow it starts, or tomorrow night, masks are mandatory again. All students reporting back to school, it starts either the 4th here or what is Monday? 6th?
Second.
Sure. I don't know.
Anyway,
This coming Monday
Yeah.
is the second.
but I know they got a ribbon cutting at my wife's school because the school's brand new. The original school was built in the 50s, so they tore it down this past year over COVID. So for this school year coming up now, they're moving into the new school, but they couldn't get a occupancy permit. So technically they still can't open it, and school's opening in a few days here. So anyway, they just got special permission for the teachers to go back in Monday so they can start putting their classrooms together, but desks haven't arrived.
Oh,
And the
goodness.
elevator, and it's now 2
You
stories
don't need desks.
from 1.
Y'all just sit on the floor, crisscross applesauce.
Cross applesauce?
Mm-hmm.
The hell
So they
is
get
that?
kids to comply. They make them sit down with their legs crossed.
It's the term that we can use.
You can't say sit the
Nowadays.
fuck down anymore.
No.
You got to say, everybody crisscross applesauce.
No.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Hey, when I went to school, they used to beat us, like literally just right in class. They just
Oh, yeah.
right there.
Oh, yeah.
And you earned it.
Apparently, you're not supposed to question the
We
nuns.
keep hearing of teachers being
No.
fired for
Don't
that
question
very
the
thing.
nuns. That's what they say. I questioned everything. Everything. Got myself in a little bit of trouble. Not like for being a bad kid, just for non-compliance of rules. Like,
Those nuns loved you, Chief.
yeah, just people telling me what to do for no apparent reason. Like, I didn't sign up for this, lady. Quit hitting me.
It was a power trip.
Slow rolling the kids' vaccine. It's shameful. Well, I don't know if the kids' vaccines. I don't know if any of these vaccines have been proven safe. It's still all way too new, and I don't want them injecting things into my family.
They're finding it's backwards with the virus. Like the vaccines seem to have bigger side effects with
Yeah.
the younger you are, and versus the virus having bigger effects the older you are.
I had
don't
no
know.
problem
But I don't know.
when I got my shots.
Yeah.
I didn't have any problems.
Well, the thing is you might get a completely different shot than somebody right down the road, and who's to say all these different variants of the virus aren't being caused by different variances in the immunization side, I mean, these viruses adapt, and we're giving them multiple things to adapt to, and they're mutating. That's what it is, and they mutate in response to something.
And these
that's
are
take them out.
mRNAs.
I don't know. It's weird. I'm not an epidemiologist or anything like that. So, yeah, Mike Stahl says it. Just talk to your doctor. Me and my doctor are on speaking terms right now. It's a joke, people.
I don't know if it would happen, but if you have any retroviruses on you, in you that have like a reverse transcriptase, it can take that mRNA and turn it into DNA, and then boom, you have a live virus.
Yeah. Crazy. So I've been fortunate to both have COVID and be vaccinated. I'm hoping I'm good.
I'm in the same boat. Yeah, I'm in the same boat as you.
Have not had it or been vaccinated. So it's a pretty tough scene. My wife's going to the doctor tomorrow. She's in a risk group, and the last we heard, she wasn't able to get the vaccination. So we're going to follow up with that tomorrow and see if one of the other vaccination is a possibility for her.
And my wife is not able to get them because she's in a certain group because of the IVIG treatment she gets every 3 weeks. She can't get it. So she's like, well, what if the school mandates it? I said, well, you have a medical reason why you can't get it. So yes, businesses can say, you got to have it. You're an employee. They've ruled that right now until someone really rams it up to the Supreme Court. They're holding steady that your employer can say you get it. So that's like at the casinos. If you're not vaccinated and you're an employee, you have to come up with a negative COVID test every week, and you pay for that out of your pocket now.
Well, that's some bullshit with the trillions of dollars that we said to get you free testing. That should be as many free testings as you need.
But those sites are becoming few and far between. They're still here, but they're not on every corner anymore. Like
yeah, they're definitely
You'll go there and get them.
Look at this. Oh, I don't know why it's behind YouTube so much. I highlighted it. Liberty not licensed. Ain't none of it fun, that's for sure. I'll say this. I watched it kill my aunt, my uncle, and my father, and I've lived through it twice, barely. Enough is enough.
Whew,
on that, cheers.
You get it.
Holy cow, man.
Fuck.
I won it twice because I was asymptomatic when I got it.
Dude.
And it killed his aunt, his uncle, and his father.
Crazy.
Oh my God.
That sucks.
That's crazy.
I miss you and their memory, man.
Cheers.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Stahl, that ain't no excuse.
Yeah.
He said he's in bed.
Never stopped Ben. Saying. Ben, you got 21 people in chat still hanging out.
Yep. I want some more people to come on live, though.
Yeah.
Mike, did you pass your test?
Justin hasn't jumped on yet.
Top Shelf hasn't. Stahl hasn't.
Justin, you've been hanging out lately.
Big League's still out of the picture.
Hey, Top Shelf is just waiting for the right time.
I can't believe Ken hasn't at least shown up.
Working and lurking. Working and jerking his gherkin. I don't know if that's true. Ken's a nice gentleman. He's probably just doing some things with his family.
Well, I know we got Simon in the chat, and I've seen him. I think I saw Ken post on Discord. So
okay.
He's alive. And he's probably going to come on and be like, wow, you've got everything all messed up in OBS.
Somehow it still works. Apparently Mike Stahl is upset.
He's upset?
I don't know. I just going by what is asymptomatic. It sucked for him. He was an asymptomatic. Okay, so.
Oh, it sucked for 9 days. That's all right. You sucked on me for 3 days when I tell you.
We had...
To be fair, there were breaks. There were breaks.
My whole family, when we had it for 17 days,
Justin,
but nothing else.
I guess you like gambling. But hey, it's each their own, to each person their own body. But at the same time, I'd like to be done with this sometime in the next couple of years.
I don't think it's going to be done anytime soon. I think this is going to be something that lasts way too long, way longer than any of us are thinking. Mostly because of how it can be spun, how it can be played against.
Because it's political. It's not.
It's a political virus, as far as I'm concerned. If we
it's
weren't
not
you would have people getting their vaccinations and trying hard to get as many people in their family vaccinated. If it wasn't political, I think you'd see more people getting on the bandwagon to get vaccinated. But when you put politics in it and you're using it to manipulate people's lives with either shutdowns or being open for no apparent reason, it doesn't make sense either way to me.
The biggest problem I think, Cheech, too, is no one governmental agency, be it here in Las Vegas or the CDC or whatever, is on the same page ever.
Well, that's the politics, is because they all want to approach it from what's politically expedient to them. And that's why you get mixed messages.
And one person needs to say it. And I'm just going to say this. The CDC needs to say A and B and then give guidelines to New York, to California, to Florida, for their health department to follow according to what's happening in their state.
Yeah, but I don't think you're going to be able to do that because the people that are controlling whatever the state mobilization is, their mobilization plan, is a politician. That's who's in charge of that. And that politician's going to look at two things: keeping themselves in office, and that's probably their first concern, and appearing to care about enough voters to keep themselves in office. I guess it's the same thing, but yeah, Tim Evans is right. Next topic.
I don't think anybody does.
Tim, I'm right on with that, buddy. Next topic.
Yeah.
So when are you going back to school?
Tim's always good about it.
I just drank some High West Borai.
What's that?
When are you go back to school over there?
Like, I think I report back in on the 11th.
See, my wife's already going to be started.
9th or the 11th.
Be a week from Monday.
Yeah. And we have 2 days. I'll probably go back a couple days before that because we only have 2 days to get ready before kids show up. And those days are usually full of meetings and stuff.
That's
so
all there are.
I'll probably go back
especially the first day.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. They're going to fill up all the time. And since we weren't in the classroom at all last year, I've got to figure out how I'm going to set it up for going forward.
Yeah.
Anybody wants to take a screenshot? Now is the time. That will be up for the rest of the evening.
Pin that to the top of the chat. Forget about the link. Do it. Dude, you can drop the link back in chat as many times as you want, but
I know
that shit pinned. Oh goodness.
Yeah, but Dustin, that message will go away.
That will not. Oh.
And that's what I mean by this is a shit show.
Yeah, well, we brought it there. That's good. Oh. Fun time.
Come on, Big League. You come back.
So I was about to go to bed, and then I was like, maybe somebody's on. And then I picked up my iPad, and it looked like Ben's on. And right when I did that, my wife got up. I was like, oh, what's up, honey? She's like, I don't know. Why are you still up? I'm like, I was literally just going to bed. But then I noticed Ben was on. So I'm going to go sit down and hang out
funny.
a bit.
That's how I was. I was going to go and hit my chair and finish up this pour. I just happened to notice, oh, crap, Ben is on. So,
yeah.
Still
holding 21 people, same savages that
and I've almost 100,000 frames. I've dropped 6.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
So I'd say my hardware rendering is working.
Oh, yeah. Good for you, buddy.
But
is it
much
the same
better
hardware?
video card and I figured out how to pipe the output of OBS through the video card to make sure it uses that.
Yeah.
So even though it's, any gamer would consider this video card probably outdated, it's still more than enough for my needs.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I don't know what's going to happen when we try and put 10 to 15 people on here. We'll find out in time.
But 4 or 5, it seems to work.
Well, Chris is ready to come on.
What's your temperature like? Are you monitoring your CPU temp?
No, my CPU is at 8%. My CPU is
Wow.
freaking idling.
And how's your video card temperature?
I have not checked.
You're keeping it low. I mean, I have.
I
to
mean,
use
I don't hear the
secondary
fan. I
ventilation.
don't hear the fan spinning up.
Yeah.
So I don't think this is a lot of effort for it.
Yeah, that's good. If you're not hearing fan spin up, then nothing's happening. Probably.
I mean, it's a 5-year-old video card, but it's the best video card I've ever owned.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
You couldn't own it 5 years ago. At least you can own it now.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's a 5-year-old video card.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know. A GTX 1060.
That's
NVIDIA.
the same one I was trying to get you, a GTX 1060. Yeah, that's
That's
good.
what I got my hands
We're
on
doing
for a fair price. Actually, a really good price. But it came
less than $300.
Oh yeah, it came for a friend. It was like
there
a
you
favor
go.
and $50.
Oh well, that is awesome. Make
Well,
you use
it only happened
use lotion,
because
buddy.
they won
Give them their money's worth.
one of these
Use lotion.
online lotteries to buy a new video card. One of the
yeah.
modern ones at retail.
Video cards are now allocated.
Yes.
They are. It's an allocated piece of technology. Tito, it's not a joke. It's like there's an allocation now with whatever they can get in the tech world too. I don't know if anybody's been paying attention to things like that, but it's happening across the board. If there's something enough people like, it's starting to become scarce. Then there's also seems to be an aluminum shortage taking place right now.
Oh yeah.
Like things in aluminum. Aluminum's getting scarce in some places, like sodas and energy drinks. Starting to get harder to find some of those things. Chris has no sound, or he's miming. He's caught in a glass case of emotion.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, Chris.
Hello.
Hi. You.
Your audio and
You
video
look like Black
not
Belt
line up at
Theater
all.
8 o'clock on Saturday
You look
night,
like my stream
1982.
did last time. Believe me, the first thing I did when I saw him being choppy was went and looked at my rendering lag. Yeah.
So is that on his end?
Yeah, it
Basement.
seems to be. I'm actually upstairs right next to the
That's why
Wi-Fi.
too close to the Wi-Fi.
Plug it in.
Hope Adam's okay. He's still sitting in the background.
Oh.
Could
I
be.
wonder if he went to check on his kids.
Or he's
Yeah.
on
Or
the
passed
carbon
out.
bites.
Could be.
I couldn't get his Discord to load. I was going to head over there, but for some reason, every time I tried to load his Discord, I was getting an error that the link was bad, and then I tried to type it in. I was getting the same error. I don't know if it had something to do with what browser I was using, but I was on my
Yeah, I was
iPad.
getting that too.
See,
And then I
think a lot
couldn't
of-
remember my password.
Password is password.
I
Wasn't
tried
working
that.
on my Chromebook, but then if you downloaded the app versus,
Yeah, I don't have that Chrome
seemed to
thing.
work.
I think that might be part of it.
but then I thought Ben was on, and I was like, I'm not gonna not jump on Ben's.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Chris, how you doing, man? Nothing. Where is it?
Trying to get this thing to work
Oh, we
better.
can hear you.
You
That's
might be
how good-
awake. Oh,
Your
yeah.
audio's good.
Yeah, I missed your stream tonight, buddy. I'm
Yeah, I
glad
wondered
Clifton
what
had
the
his
hell was going
anniversary
on.
and everything, but yeah, I was expecting you to be on and going late.
I said to my wife, I go, what's tonight? And she says, it's Thursday. And I go,
I didn't do a stream.
You didn't do a stream? What?
Clifton.
Yeah, because of Cliffy, exactly.
But I said to my wife, isn't it Thursday? Yeah. She says, why?
I
I go,
didn't
it's a big league
do a
bourbon.
stream because of Clifton invited me on. So, next week.
Oh yeah, Liberty Not License. You think we're going in one world?
Yeah, don't threaten us with a good time, Chris.
Somebody's got to do it. I don't know. I'm about to grab my laptop.
Mike
behind
Stahl
me and
says,
use
what
that
do-
instead.
What do I use? What are
IMAX
you
not doing
speaking
it.
of? What do I use for what?
That's
Mike-
weird. You're on an iMac and it's doing that? or you're on your iPad?
It's an older iMac, but
Bourbon ball or pour a nice
no,
ball?
the iPad's in my bag. My laptop.
Hmm.
I don't know. I'm getting shitty internet speed. I'm
You're
getting
right.
like 20 Mbps right now when I normally get 400.
You got a
Telling you,
VPN running
too
or
close
something?
to your router. If you're on Wi-Fi, you might be too close.
No.
Marbles.
Goddamn marbles.
Maybe that's what I needed to put in my bottle of chat so it wouldn't have turned south. I was really upset with that.
No pipe, Tito?
I don't have any tobacco out here. I can go in the house and get
No, it's just funny because I've been checking out those old videos.
Oh,
You just dropped video? Oh, no, Chris did.
this morning.
No, yeah, I know. I watched it.
Yeah, you commented on it.
Yes, I did. Do you need me to delete that comment too?
No. Not at all. I laughed at it when I saw it.
Man, that McKenna 10 is delicious. Oh,
Whoa, is that his mic like
No,
up
that's
against
his
the
booty.
camera or something?
He had his butthole sewn shut. I got issues.
I don't think
We all
It
do.
was easier than shutting my camera off, so I want to drop from the stream completely. I was trying to reach a bottle and I didn't want to contort myself in front of the people. My
Little
next score,
Cooper Craft.
Cooper's Craft 100.
Still waiting on my bottle.
So did you
Junkies
check
had this
anything,
on.
Tito? Did you check if they charged you?
Oh, on that one? Yeah. They're giving me a refund.
Oh, they finally got in touch with you?
Yeah. And they said that the bottles won't be coming in until after Labor Day. They're like, if you want, we can just give you a refund. And so I was like, yeah, please do. I already got another bottle
Yep.
of it. So,
Well, that sounds like
no, I mean, I was waiting on my.
that sounds like bullshit because it had said in stock.
Yeah, I know.
Look, if
I'm thinking they were. I figured that they realized they could sell them, so they're like, we'll wait for the next shipment that we know is coming for the people who
Scummy.
pre-ordered.
What was that, Tito?
The what was it? The Leopold 3-chamber rye. I ordered it like 7 weeks ago online, and still no word
wow.
on shipping.
but
And so when I contacted them, they said that it won't be until after Labor Day now. So I was like, yeah,
Did
just
they-
cancel it. Give me my money back.
have you gotten any notification that they actually did that yet?
No, because when I responded to them, I
Okay.
haven't heard back yet.
At least they answered.
David Bass.
Yeah. At least they were in contact, and they were the one that offered the refund. They're like, if you don't want to wait, we understand.
No,
We'll just give you a refund.
let's see you actually get your money back, and I'll feel better.
Yeah, I was gonna say get the refund first,
Yeah.
and then tell them they still owe
Okay.
you a bottle. You'll pay for it, but they need to tell you when it comes in. You know what I'm saying? Like I want my refund, but you guys also tell me when you actually get the bottle in, and then I'll turn around and buy it back or whatever. You know, so you show your interest as well. Still, I guess.
I don't.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know, of course you'll buy it again. So is it? Would you ever buy it again?
It's all good.
Yeah.
Who, me? Oh, I love it. It's one of my favorite
Really?
rides of all time. It's so unique and different, though. But
so
yeah,
if it's like $100,
Oh, man.
you would buy it, the regular one.
yeah, it's not going to be that cheap, though.
I thought the non-signed ones were going to be like $100 or something like that.
I hope so. But I don't think they're going to be that cheap.
Oh, hang on. Let
Too much manual labor.
me see if I could do this thing here. There it is.
Thank you, Stahl. But you saw I already have a bottle I got locally, and they'll be getting more in. So I just needed to wait. I didn't need to jump the gun and buy it online.
Yep. Well, you didn't know how hard it was going to be to get.
Right.
And you should have gone with Mission, not these guys.
Ooh. Yeah, no, I absolutely should have. That was just me being cheap and trying to save $20.
Whatever.
And Mission,
As long as you get your money back,
liquor store, so
you know.
Bourbon Baller. I actually like their bourbons. I like that
Dude,
funk that's in them. Yeah, I'm not a fan of their absinthe. It's my wife's favorite absinthe, but I'm not a big fan of their absinthe.
I want to answer David Base's question about my chatty port that it went south. He asked how long it had been open. It was a little over 2 months. It wasn't that long.
It goes south?
What?
The one port bottle I had, it's the only whiskey I've had go south in the last couple of years. But I did notice when I went to pull the cork on it today that the cork had shrunk quite a bit. And so
air got in.
Yeah, so air got into it. So it was it was cloudy. I mean, I just poured the rest of it out. It was less than 5 ounces. It was not that big of it. But yeah, that's the first whiskey I've had go bad on me in a couple of years.
Bourbon Baller, Tito might stab you.
Oh, they were already.
Oh, I know. I already responded.
Did you? I don't see it.
Austin Felt. No, they were just.
No, I spoke.
Still trying to get everything clean.
You're flying the ship, Captain. Lilith Morgan, my favorite Australian.
You're flying the ship. We're working.
Lilith Morgan, my favorite Australian. Good to see you, Lil.
Lil's in here?
Yeah. I'm just going by chat and
I wish some more people would come on. Oh, I should probably drop the link.
Yeah, because
since
you can't unpin that one. Ever. It's got to be at the top of every one of your chats for ever. Getting that to the chat.
Ooh-la.
You know, I do wish there was a way to like drop. I guess there is. If you're on the stream, you can share videos and pictures and stuff like that. It's probably a bad idea to give people in chat that power. Forget what I said. Don't let people ever.
Actually, there's a question. Is everybody a mod? Did I miss anyone?
I haven't seen a non-blue name in there.
And that's how it's done.
Yeah, there you go.
Except for Tony Two Toes.
Time that motherfucker. Oh,
he's not even here.
I can't believe this shit's working. I was sure this was going to fail horribly.
I'm at ease.
Oh, it's working.
You missed it in the beginning, Cheech, when I was streaming at 240p.
Oh, shit.
Because I had cranked the settings down so low to try and make it work.
Oh, overcompensating.
Undercompensating.
Undercompensating. That's what I meant to say. Undercompensating. That's awesome.
Nah, I don't have nothing to prove.
No, I get you. I'm just
5'10", size 13 shoes. What?
There you go. 13 triple E, super wide.
They call me Tuna Can.
There you go. Short but fierce. Oh, hilarious. Bourbon Baller, that's a very diplomatic thing to say, that you won't shank Tino. That's nice.
Well, he might have used some paid time off the next day.
So what was that you're drinking there, Tito? I forgot.
Ooh-la. No, wait, whiskey bourbon. Or pick. It's an 8-year-old cask strength.
Yeah, I've seen that at Tide.
It's really
good. It was Total Wine.
I don't know. This one's a store pick, and it's fantastic. It's the only thing from them I've heard of.
I've never seen it.
So
yeah,
I have no idea.
I saw it at Ooh-la or whatever, however you pronounce that. Yep. Because my wife sees it because it's an unusual wording, and she goes, "Oh, look at this."
Yeah. Whiskey Samurai. Listening to
unusual
we got something
bottle.
Important here. What pour?
She likes those.
Ooh.
29.
Tito calls 29.
Oh, never
13's
mind. Someone
always
said
good
13.
though for a baller. That's a lucky
Nah.
baller family.
Caller beat me.
13?
13.
Yeah, where is Jim Morris?
He's
Is he
probably still
recovering
passed
from the
out.
Scott stream 2
Seriously.
days ago? With the
He's probably on a
Austin
whiskey
Phelps,
hiatus.
Austin Phelps is on Baker's 107.
Ooh.
I'm on
I like that.
I'm on a little 1792 foolproof non-store
Ooh,
pick.
There you go.
OG.
Hey,
That is good.
got the oolah going.
Cheech is on the Cooper Craft, right?
I am still on a little bit of Cooper's Craft 100, but I'm going to move on to something a little higher proof next. I hadn't drank in a few days. I'd taken a few days off. That's probably why you haven't seen me around for a couple days. Just round 2 of craziness taking place in relation to the craziness for the last month. For anybody who knows, another chapter has been opened. So
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
the fun stuff, the legal stuff is now in place. So now
Yes, it
now we're
is.
dealing
Oh,
with the
God.
attorneys, and it's just not fun. It's the reason I couldn't go to Utah this weekend. I was going to go drop in on Mr. Whiskey Shits, but can't.
Well,
got some
you know
business
what?
on
Gotta
Saturday.
take care of the family, Cheech.
Yep,
That's
first always.
Yep.
Oh, Whiskey Samurai drinking a little E.H. Taylor
I
straight
wish Whiskey
rye.
Samurai would pop on here and show off his bottle, but I know he's packing.
Is packing, but
Yeah. I haven't seen.
Are you selling the Knob Creek, Anthony?
Yeah. This is the 120.
Tito, dare I ask if there's a bottle of what do you call it? Old Elk sitting next to you?
There is. It's got your name on it, too.
You, boy.
But unfortunately,
No, it's okay.
Next to me. I'm sorry.
I keep looking at this damn. No, the
Knob
Knob
Creek?
Creek. I don't care about the. I have my own. The Leopold brothers.
I just saw that today.
Crack it.
I just saw that today somewhere.
I've never seen that one.
Mm.
Crack it. Which Leopold did you see?
I can't remember, but I've seen it for as high as like 150, 160, and I've seen it for as low as 50.
Did it look like this? Was it a white
let
label?
let me full screen you.
Yeah, full
highlight.
screen him so I could see it.
There we go.
Yeah, we got
Got to
this.
clear up first.
What do you mean
'cause I
clear
can't
up?
see it.
Was it a white label? Was it a blue label?
White label. But
White label. Did it look like that? Or did it look like this?
well, I can't tell because it's not clear, but I'm going to say the one in your right hand.
This one?
Yep.
It's a nice motion you got there.
Okay,
Tito.
that's the paper rye. And
That's a
what's
nice
that?
motion. Nice motion. Nice even stroke. Very rhythmic.
4,500.
You say you saw that for 150?
I think that's
That's
what it
cheap.
was.
Because my bottle was 240
Okay.
for that one. The other one was like 50. The other white label one
Yeah,
was like
no.
50.
This one was the shorter, rounder, almost like the McKenna bottle.
Wow. Then yeah, then that's the
Okay.
three chamber
Yeah, I'll
rye.
have to- now you're making me think. I'm trying to remember what it was. I know it was at Elise, and but I can't remember where it was. I mean, I went to a couple of them, and was it on Rancho or was it on this street or that street? It's like, damn it. Which one was it?
Hit too many stores.
But
But yeah,
I did.
150 is real cheap for that. I think retail on
Okay.
it's like 219, somewhere around there.
Well, I know I saw it for, it could have been $200. I said 170, but I'm like, then I started thinking about it because no, I think that was like 200 for the bottle. And I'm trying to remember where in the heck I saw that. And I want to say either Total Wine or a liquor lineup out here. So I was like, because I looked at
I
it like,
think that would be a very
I am-
polarizing bottle. I think people either love it or hate it. I don't think there's going to be much in between, just because it's so different.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember. I know it wasn't the same store that John, he and I went to. Yeah, I know it wasn't there. So it was a Lee's, or maybe it was Liquor Lineup. I don't know. Now I'm like confused because I went to a couple of places today, but I know one for sure that wasn't at it. So it's one of the other two that I saw it. Possibly the third one, and I'm like,
Lee's is the one that puts. Is Lee's the one that puts Vegas Strong on every bottle, every store pick?
Yeah.
Or is that a different store?
Yeah. No. And then they charge you another
Lee's.
$25-$30 for the bottle. But you got Cheech. I have no idea what he's doing. Oh,
I'm playing with settings here. Let me.
Alberta Premium.
Alberta Premium. Well, don't play anymore. The only thing you got to do is try to clear up Tito.
No, I'm trying to clear up. YouTube's actually complaining that my bit rate's too low. So I'm trying to crank that up.
Go to your studio.
No, I just did it. Yeah,
Okay.
Studio is where I'm getting the error. And I think that's why we're so far behind. I think it's buffering us.
It is. So go down,
I am
change your latency.
Yeah, I just changed it all in OBS, but
Got to do it in YouTube. Alberta Premium Cast Strength Rye. All right.
how do you change it in YouTube?
Go to your
I need to go
Stream
back.
setting.
studio, and then go to. Hold on, I have to think. Go live. You know how you go live, and
Yep.
it'll have the and then where it has that box underneath it, you'll see change your streaming.
I don't see it. I'm in the studio.
Okay, hold on. Let me go over. Hold on. Let me just do this.
Samurai, I did not open it yet.
So go to your studio.
Well, I love Penelope, and I know the owner of the distillery. So I'm actually waiting for a message back from him right now.
Urban Bowler, you're not wrong. Just saying. I'm not fucking around. I haven't been back to this in about a month. And
so when you're in your studio,
I did the neck pour, and that was
Yep.
it got so much better after the neck pour, Tito. Actually, once I got it down
I'm in the
past
studio.
shoulder,
Did it? I
Okay.
hated the
the neck pour on this thing
hold
was,
on.
Does it taste less
it was hot,
artificial?
and it tasted like it had a artificial sweetener in it when I first opened it. It definitely had
Where
like
it
a
has,
Yeah.
aspartame.
make sure you're at stream settings. Then it'll say stream latency, normal latency, low latency, ultra low latency.
Mm-hmm.
Pick which one you want.
I have it set on low, and it won't let me change it.
Okay. But see,
I
that shouldn't be that
I
bad.
cranked up the settings in OBS, so I'm trying to figure out why
So
YouTube
ultra
doesn't seem
low,
to be saying that.
ultra low reduces your clarity as far as picture goes. So from high def to standard def,
Mhm.
and you'll get more realistic time frames. So
Gotcha.
minimal
I
lag.
could do that for next time, but
Yeah,
there's a stream delay also.
exactly.
No, in OBS. Why would I want to do that?
Well, if you do
to-
the stream delay, it slows it up, and it might make it the same as YouTube.
Ben, that delay's in place in case you need to ditch your stream before it goes
Oh.
onto the air. In case, say, I don't know,
Got it.
Anthony decides to pull
Yeah.
his wang out.
I wish he would.
He probably won't.
Are you kidding? Ben's
That's
just
what I'm
gonna full
saying.
screen them.
But YouTube doesn't like that apparently.
Apparently not.
Let's try low latency performance. I'm thinking some of these settings may not apply until I restart. Sure.
Yeah. A lot of them are like that on those, especially latency or buffer settings. A lot of times you have to.
Well, it let me change the resolution output. I had to cut the video.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I could do that.
Go down to 720.
I never broadcast higher than 720. Does taste like candy. Like a hard Werther's original caramel in there.
Ring of death.
Yep.
That's what tech guys call stuff.
They're getting it.
Delay it for your safety.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to change up the.
There it goes.
It'll come back.
Did the stream end?
No, it's coming back.
You haven't left? Oh, okay. So there goes the ring on YouTube.
Yeah, I see it on YouTube.
We've gone plaid.
Okay,
Yeah.
stream health is now excellent.
Oh, there it is.
Says.
Lilith's going through a tunnel.
Yes.
Everything looks blurry now on
Oh, Lil,
YouTube.
that's hilarious.
Are you
Looks
serious?
Real blurry.
It'll come back.
Yeah. At least on mine it does. Let me
It's
see
like
what
it's
kind of
got a
settings I have. But my internet the last couple of weeks has been crap.
So is mine, particularly with the storms. We had a good storm here
my
just
right-
before I got on.
Mine's going at
Well, it's now
144
giving me
speed.
stream health is excellent.
There you go.
And looks like we're still rendering okay.
Yeah. Right on.
So hopefully
Anthony,
it'll be
I
closer
drove
to
through the worst
signal.
storm I've driven through in 20 years yesterday. Just out of nowhere. Sheets of rain. Literally couldn't see 10 feet in front of my car.
I can't
Yeah.
see so good.
I couldn't see at all. I actually had to slow down and almost come to a stop. It was
Before Ben's stream, I was
think
watching a little bit of Bourbon Bites, and then it just dropped for like 10 minutes. I mean, just like a cow pissing on a flat rock. I
Like
mean,
a
it
cow
was-
pissing on a
cute.
flat
A
rock.
10-minute storm is so cute.
yeah. I mean,
We did
it
them for
just
like
was,
6 hours. Just nonstop torrential rain.
see, if we get 10 minutes.
all
of that.
right. Well,
And-
I'm running at
Tito's back. He looks better. Like,
It looks better.
not you personally, Tito. The picture looks better.
Yeah.
do I just ran a test and I'm running at 3.8
Oh, shit.
megabits per second download and 7.6 upload. So
What's up, man? Cheers.
Holy shit.
I'll be back. I'm gonna go restart the internet.
We all have arrived now. Look who's here.
I'm lifting
Let me add
my
them to the
glass.
stream.
Lifting my glass.
Boom. Ladies
What's
and
that
gentlemen,
Little
prescription card,
Nulu and Penelope there behind you.
otherwise known as DMCKY.
Is that like
What's going on, man?
DMC?
Good. How you guys doing?
DeLorean DMC?
All right.
Oh, great.
I'm
Great.
trying to
Nice
break
see you.
OBS over here.
Yeah. I just jumped from another. Well, I wasn't on a stream. I was watching a live though, but I just jumped from it to here, and then you were freezing up as I was coming on. So
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
still figuring out the ins and outs of this. This is actually the second attempt at OBS ever. And it seems to be going a lot better than last time, but I had reduced all the settings so far to try and make it work last time that I've been unfucking it the whole time we've been on, to be blunt. And it's still kind of messed up. 1 to 1.
Phelps.
So
Austin Phelps
you
picked
got that
48.
Penelope behind you. Is that the
Yeah.
straight bourbon?
Me or Cheech?
No.
that
No,
is the cast. That's the cast strength.
Oh,
Badge 6,
mhm.
Okay.
and it's a 4 grain, and it is delicious.
Oh, look, there's the old Fitzgerald.
The prime.
I didn't see any of that
There you
today.
go.
Good stuff.
There you go. Got it when I was in Kentucky, oddly enough. Imagine that.
Looks like my camera's
Oh.
backwards too. I need to reverse it. I think.
Penelope barrel strength.
No, it's if you're looking at YouTube on
I like to say it
OBS,
wrong.
it's automatically backwards.
Okay.
Yeah. We just talked about that. We were all like,
It's
what's wrong with this
correct.
thing?
Yeah, I got to talk to Ken, see if he knows how to there's a way to reverse.
Well, I'm sure in Australia everything's upside down, so he probably
Right.
understands how to make it right side up. There you go.
Exactly.
Oh, perfect. That's perfect.
Lilith will explain it all to us.
Yeah.
If she ever comes on.
Was she in a tunnel?
That's what she said.
I think
When
it's when
Ben
the
was
screen went,
rebooting
when the screen
everything,
went
yeah.
black. She said she was in it, but maybe she was really in a tunnel. I'm not sure. There are a lot of tunnels in Australia.
Chris's internet went down. That's why he was having trouble.
Chris?
Big league.
Big league.
Oh, yeah. His was sucking hind tit.
Check your massages,
Yeah, it does.
Ben. Lilith has sent you a message.
Check my massages.
It says
Yeah.
check your messages. Yep. David Bass, exactly.
Checking
When I
my
was in-
little messages.
When I was in Kentucky, I was on the phone with a gentleman named Ben, who's hosting this stream right now. And Ben had me going to all these awesome little out-of-the-way liquor stores. And anytime I could find something like that, the old Fitz for $10. There's a couple. I got a couple bottles that were like $9.99.
$9.99 or less. Yeah,
Or
absolutely.
$12 was the most I think I paid for some of those Kentucky exclusives. And then Ben, like an angel, guided me to this little store. I'm not going to name the town in Kentucky, but it was outside of Louisville. And it was kind of a French sounding name. Put two and two together, you'll figure it out. And there was an old Carter American Whiskey Batch 5 just sitting on the shelf. And I said to the lady behind the counter, I'm like, how much is that? She goes, I don't know. I'll have to check. I'm like, do you mind? And she goes, no, not at all. She's like, it's $200. I'm like, okay. And she went to put it back on the shelf. And I said, no, I'm going to take that with me. So that was my big purchase for that trip.
Nice.
So happy to make that purchase. That old Carter stuff is so good.
And that was my thanks I gave Cheech
Yeah.
for
sending you into the hood.
into the Beyond Hood on a Sunday night outside of DC in Maryland. Oh,
We were each other's navigation. So like
Yeah.
when he was driving back from Shane's house, I was on the phone with him saying, okay, I've got a few liquor stores on your route I'd like you to stop at. I had no idea where they were. I don't live in Maryland. But
I realized it was a problem when the first one I went into, I got asked for money inside the store. The second one, when I saw the security guard is wearing a vest,
And it wasn't because
it
he was
wasn't
wearing
a
a sweater.
sweater vest.
he was not dressed up. No, it might have had Kevlar in it. And at that
He's smart
point, I should have wrapped it up. But of course, no. There's like 6 other stores open in the area within like 3 or 4 miles. So what do I got to do?
I'm like,
Did you have
come
to
on, man.
pay through a little plastic slot through the?
And oh yeah, there was
to buy
glass and everything else.
Make your
But
purchase.
these days you
Steel
can't tell
doors.
because every place has glass, so that they're as a COVID shield.
Yep, you can't tell whether it's
True.
bullet shield or virus shield.
Right. Except for when the entire places, all the bottles are behind glass.
Yeah. I just went on one of
Floor to
those
ceiling?
yesterday. I went in,
But-
you open the door, and immediately that's it. You're in, and then you're,
And it was
you're
like
encased in glass.
in the 5th store or so, when I realized that every store had an armed security guard, and that armed security guard was not a security guard. It was an on-duty Maryland police officer.
Got to keep
So
the
today-
riff down, Ben.
When we were out doing a little hunting, my wife says, hey, why don't we stop there? And I said, do you see the people laying on the sidewalk in front of the place? She goes, yeah. I go, see the ones sitting right there, the 2 or 3 in front of the door? Yeah. I go, I'm not going in there. I said, not going in there. I said, I'm not packing my piece. I said, so yeah, no.
That's the store with the Dusties on the shelf, though.
Yeah, I was gonna
I'm
say
sure.
I can never convince myself to walk away from that store whether I'm armed or not. I'm going in.
Yeah.
I'm
with Cheech.
going in. I just
Were
went
they
into a
physically
few-
blocking the door?
Oh, dude, they were laying down there like cordwood.
Let me tell you, there were some Dusties in there. I'd probably throw them $20 to get out of the way.
Well, believe me, it'd have been just like chickens in a pen when you throw the corn down.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
I love all of Anthony's.
I know. I didn't know you were so fucking country, bro.
Dude, I grew up milking cows, so
Okay, well, you can come out to my farmland when I buy it.
I mean, I've milked a couple.
Dude, I
of
want to go
cows in
gator
my day
hunting on
too, but
Come on. Come
you know
on.
that
Look
was
at
I saw a
Come on.
gator
that might have been in the
a
dorm
few
room.
hours ago.
Come on. She's like, come on, we need
Come
some
on, please
removed.
help us. Actually, I'd rather you go python hunting in the
You
Everglades.
can keep those, but I know somebody that'll help you out.
Like 2 weeks ago, somebody bagged a 22-foot African rock python. 22 feet. The thing was 14 inches around its fattest section. 14 inches of snake like that. And
Oh, that
22
snake been eating good.
22 feet long. That's the heaviest.
And you still live there?
Yeah.
Do I live there?
As they call that, that's a nope rope.
Yep. Yeah, but they pay them by the foot for those snakes, so they get paid quite well when they get one of those. That's a lot of
Those
belts and
skins.
shoes.
And that's all because people just let them out of their freaking
Yeah.
aquariums when they got
Yeah.
too
Well,
big.
not only that, I don't know if you remember during the hurricane season of 2005, before Hurricane Katrina hit New Orleans, it hit Florida first,
Mhm.
and in particular, it devastated a couple zoological parks in South
Correct.
Florida, and a lot of stuff is just escapees from zoological parks, particularly the Lowry Park Zoo in Tampa, and then there was another one in Miami, right at the Everglades, and they were already breeding populations within the zoo, and then they got out into the wild, and yeah, there's definitely the pet trade where people just can't take care of big snakes, so they were letting them go. But there's a lot of big snakes in South Florida. Luckily, I'm not in South Florida. We just have giant gators where I'm at.
Where are you at, Tito? I forget.
Tito's in California.
California.
I'm in California.
Okay.
No, well, there are snakes.
What part of
but
California,
there's rattlers
Tito?
here, but
Southern Cal.
Which one?
I'm in Orange County.
Orange County?
Yeah, Southern
Orange County.
California.
That's what I thought.
Orange County.
Yeah.
hmm So between, like, in the middle between LA and San Diego.
Right in the middle of the mess. Yeah. I love traveling the freeway there.
Oh yeah.
So is the
It's
delay
fantastic.
better now on YouTube?
It's a little better.
No,
I
it's
don't know.
Still lagging like it's still lagging like 12 seconds.
it's still
At least, yeah, I'll give you that, Cheech.
I think it's about 12, 14 seconds or so.
Hmm.
Bourbon Baller, where were we at there? You said something about at least it wasn't Patterson, New Jersey. That's true. I sent
Yes.
Ben to some shitholes. He sent me to, I can't say the places. One place he sent me in Kentucky was not the best. I actually did worse last week when I took a drive through Georgia and went to a bunch of stores I've never been to. I went into a couple stores that were sketchy as hell. Even during the daytime, I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't go in there. Maybe I shouldn't go through this neighborhood to get there. But I did. Without incident. Actually, I think I told Ben in the worst store I went to, I met like the nicest store owner ever. This guy was like just super sweet. And he's like, this is a low income area. We don't get those kind of bottles here. I'm like, I get it,
Cheers,
man, I
man.
get it. But you never know. You never know.
Hey, Frederick.
You're about 30 seconds right now, Ben.
That's long.
Well, that's what it's set to.
Yeah.
Oh, it's set
I just
to
raised my
30
hand and then
That's
counted.
a long time.
How
Oh,
long?
yeah.
What should I set it to? I can change it.
5.
5? Okay.
Yeah. I would set it to where it's just a delay for the upload side of things. I don't think it
Yeah, that was
affected
it.
the
That
weather
was
or anything.
specifically we were talking about it. And you guys are like,
Yeah,
oh,
I'm just
that's
saying it's just there to keep you, like when they do
Morning,
live
Cliffy.
television, how people used to say fucking ridiculous stuff like,
Mhm.
oh, I'm live on the air. Let me say something that I shouldn't say or flash or whatever. That's that kind of delay. Hey, Frederick's here. Morning, buddy.
Yep.
How are things in Sweden this morning? Probably cold. Just guessing. I know.
Are you
it's the middle
still
of
at
summer.
your parents, Frederick? I know he was on holiday.
Yeah, he is until August. I don't think their new season starts for Dram Divided until, is that correct, Frederick? August? I was just getting into watching his stuff. More Leopold brothers for Tito.
That 3 is too good.
All right, Tito, can you do your test again? Granted, it's probably got to burn out that buffer.
I'm still on that Alberta Premium cast strength rye. It's good. It's better than I want it to be.
I've been sipping on one of those, trying to make my decision on it. I mean, it's good.
Some days I love it. Other days I'm like, oh, it's not that good. The nights where it tastes really good.
It's a mystery to me also. So
it's got this interesting thing where it's when you first nose it and taste it, it's a little sweet, and then it gets peppery to the point of like a white pepper thing, and then on the finish, it's luckily it's not dill, it's more of a spicy thing, maybe spearmint kind of thing going on. That's what I get from it, at least.
Yeah.
But the initial nose and first taste, it comes off as kind of like candy-ish, maybe a little artificially sweet, but
yeah,
that
I think I'll grab it and pour me some right now.
Yeah. Talked you into it by not talking you into it. Top shelf Dustin giving a little advice to people. Old Macallan 18s. Buddy, I just saw a couple of those today. But I know nothing about that stuff, so I never buy it.
Yeah, it's hard enough to keep track of bourbon, let alone add scotch. And
hey, David Bass, I don't live that close to the Okefenokee Swamp now, but I used to. I used to live really close to the Okefenokee, and you're not kidding. I've seen some big alligators there. But where I'm at in Florida now, which is kind of like undeveloped and still pretty wild, I just saw like a 9-footer today, and I knew there was bigger ones around for sure. It's a kind of mating season for the alligators around here right now. So and then we get a lot of rain, and when we get a lot of rain, they move. They look for new territories. They'll move from stream to stream, creek to creek, because it rains a lot and they swell. And when they do that, just instinctually,
they can move easy.
They just move easy. Yeah, it's an easy move for them. So I saw that 9-footer I saw today was crossing the street. It wasn't like on a lake or anything like that. It was crossing the street. And yes, it moves.
Was it in a crosswalk, Cheech?
No, it was just the middle of a road. Just crossing from one. It's crossing from a lake to a creek.
Wait for the light to change.
They just do that. Go back and forth. Top Shelf Dustin, email me a picture of the one that's the one to whiskeyoncore@gmail.com, and I'll see if it's the one that I saw today.
Oh, I see Macallan 18s all the time.
Yeah, but it's a specific one. He's saying it's got to be the right one.
Yeah, well, if you get it, shoot it to me too.
Yeah, because the store I'm was in today is a friend of mine, and I only buy whiskey from him, like bourbon and just American stuff mostly. But he's got an entire wall of scotch that everybody I know that goes in there doesn't drink scotch, but the owner of the store is a scotch drinker, and he's got good stuff in there. And in general, he sells stuff at a fair price. At least to me, he does.
This is a good question. Whiskey Samurai, how would you suggest I pack my bottles? Well, it depends on how you're moving. Are you moving them, or are you paying someone to move them?
Never let somebody move your whiskey. Saying. Yeah, how far are you moving? What's your method of moving? If you're doing it all yourself, then I have those things right in the soft.
We should be back.
DMC.
Yeah.
What's your first name, man? I don't know your name.
It's David.
Okay, David. Nice to meet you, buddy. People call me Cheech. I have no idea why.
I know Cheech. Yeah.
David, the D in DMC.
Yeah, that's the D.
Okay. I always thought it was DeLorean Motor Company. DeLorean Motor Cars. I thought you were a big fan of Back to the Future.
True story on that, Cheech. Do you know that you can pretty much buy every part for that DeLorean?
There's a company.
The company itself is still in business. An English gentleman bought it.
Yep.
And they have all the inventory in Texas.
Yep. Yeah, I'm fully aware of it. You can buy a brand new 1991 or 92 DeLorean motor car, but you could buy a brand new one because they'll just make it for you. They've got all the parts.
Yeah.
They got all the tools,
Transmissions, you name it. It's
all
there.
brand new, and it's not expensive. It's like I think the last I checked, it was around $30,000 for one of those. It wasn't that bad.
Oh no, it's way more now.
Oh, I'm sure it is now because of the price of all the raw materials.
Oh no, a new one's like $100,000.
Really? When they go up that
Yeah.
high? That's okay. I look at different vehicles. I don't look at DeLoreans.
But
it's
my-
neat.
My
It's a neat
cousin,
vehicle.
his dad bought one. So he had it on the farm. And it was nice. I mean, but it wasn't impressive. It's nothing like Back to the Future.
You mean it doesn't go back?
No, it's slow as shit.
Yeah, it's a slow
Yeah.
car.
Yeah.
I
And-
think the joke about that you got to go 88 miles an hour is because that's kind of its top speed.
Yeah.
It doesn't go much.
But he did have one.
It's a very
piece of
heavy
crap,
vehicle.
like Volvo engine with the.
Yeah, it's a very heavy vehicle too with
Yeah.
all that stainless.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
For $100,000, I could think like a
I mean,
bunch of other
Whiskey
cars I'd rather
Samurai,
own.
he's moving them 10 to 15 miles, but through construction. Construction on your route or
The road.
construction in your new house.
Yeah.
Damn it, Samurai, just come on.
Whiskey Samurai.
Just put 'em
how
on the
many bottles are we
floorboard,
talking about?
Car and
It's
drive.
probably going to be multiple
Them
trips.
all
That's
over.
what I would say. I would try to move
Mhm.
them within a vehicle instead of trying to pack them. I would try to just get as many boxes with dividers as you can from the liquor store and
Yeah.
pack them in boxes the way they ship them. That's probably the safest bet.
Go to a couple
I'm just about to
stores.
do the same thing. My house is up for sale, and I'm gonna have to move soon. Like,
You got alligators.
And the bigger the store, the better, probably, because the smaller mom and pops are probably going to want to use them to,
yep,
send out
storage or whatever.
bottles and stuff
Yeah.
and for storage. You go to a bigger store, they'll probably be like, yeah, how many you want?
Yep. Yeah, I
You
would
know,
go to
Chief-
Total Wine if you got a Total Wine near you. They probably have more boxes than they know what to do with.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Cheech, I should probably come down there and help you empty some of them bottles. That way
Please.
you won't have to move so many.
Yeah. So my plan to move out of this house, we're trying. It's not officially for sale yet. I got a few things to do to bring it to market, but I'm trying to be out of here by October 1st. So we're kind of fast tracking things right now. Trying to get this piece of property. We can get this piece of property. It's a dream come true kind of thing. So if that happens, never
Is the
thought that.
riverfront the target?
yeah. I talked to the actual seller today on that, and might be
One
able to.
plot or two?
I'd like to get two. I was just gonna say, remember that deal I was talking to you about getting one part and then for cash and then the other part finance?
Oh, and the guy's interested?
And he's interested, yeah. So my
So did you find out why was he open about why he wants so much less?
so remember I told you it's like three 8-acre plots next to each other, and then there's a
Yeah.
20 and a 40.
Mhm.
He owns the 40, and all he's trying to do is finance building his house. So that's why he's letting the other pieces of property go for less.
Oh,
He's
so
trying to
he basically he wants to dictate who gets his property that he
Yep.
gets to know.
That's true. And he gets those people who buy that property to finance his own new home.
Right. And he wants to do it quickly.
Right.
And he wants to do it
Picking your neighbor.
quickly, which I'm all about doing things quickly. That's kind of my
Mhm.
way of doing things too. So I talked to that guy for almost an hour today. We hit it off. And it
Did you
was
tell him you
kind of-
could help him on the project?
Yes. Yes, I did.
And he was interested.
Yeah, kind of. So,
That's great news, dude. Can't wait to come down there.
Bourbon Baller, I am not moving to Deliverance Country. No, I stay out of Georgia. Unless I'm hunting whiskey, of course, then I'm in Georgia twice. Or
I mean, I'm going to say it. Most people here know I'm a member of the tribe. When I was going to what do you call it? When I was
Shane's
going
house.
to Shane's, I stopped at what do you call it? Smooth Ambler, because I'm a big fan of their stuff. But I'm going to say there was a part of me that's like, am I really going to drive straight across West Virginia with New York
God.
plates?
I think those times have come and gone at this point, Ben. I think you're probably all right.
Nah, it depends
No, I
on
know
how
you're not all right.
backcountry you are, man.
No, I know. If you get too far out, it's like going back in time.
Mhm.
It's like going back in
Then hills have eyes in West Virginia, by God.
time.
Then you wish you had a DeLorean.
Let me tell you
Yeah.
something, though. Those people at Smooth Ambler were incredibly nice. I would. It's a very, it's a small distillery, but it's awesome.
I like the small distilleries. That's kind of the reason I'm into Chattanooga, although they're getting larger, is that they're still like they're very experimental. Like when I was watching the Instagram live tonight with Blake from Sealbach and I can't remember the CEO from Chattanooga right offhand, but there's only like 20 people in the whole video. But he was talking about how they're brewing and barreling between, I think he said between 2 and 4 different recipes every week, because they're just being super experimental about what they're doing. Yeast strains, different
I've
barleys,
posted a link lately.
and their whole methodology is they can dial in. They already have recipes dialed in that they like, but they're constantly experimenting just in case they accidentally come across an interesting blend, and I guess they're super stringent upon figuring out what they're doing and keeping notes on how they got there so they can repeat it if they accidentally end up, knocking it out of the park. I think he said that's how their current bottled and bond, the Chattanooga bottle and bond, came about, was through that kind of experimentation. And I like that Chattanooga bottle and bond. It's really good. It's very tasty.
Just because it's been streamed, I'm going to do a fresh crack on some Fusion 5.
Fusion 5. There you go.
Yep.
Wait a minute.
Just because
You're doing Fusion 5?
Because it's my stream.
That's right.
You're special, Ben.
That thing's been burning a hole in your pocket,
I'll
Anthony.
join you. I haven't opened this.
If you're doing a fresh cork pop, I should fresh pop some.
I got a fresh, I just popped it right here, right now. Fusion 5. Boom.
I'm popping it with you, Anthony.
Okay.
Oh, man. I just lost the tab. There.
I hate when that happens. Sometimes that tab breaks off. Dude.
You were like, come on.
Nice little pour there. Listen to that pop. America.
America.
Let that open up a few minutes.
Yeah. I'm going to keep
What do we
drinking.
got here? 56%.
Or not,
50, what is it? 56% Bardstown 4-year, 14% Bardstown 3-year, and 30% Kentucky 11-year. So we're going to see.
What's the mash bill?
So on the 56% the 4-year, it's 70 corn, 18 rye, 12 barley. On the 3-year Bardstown, it's 14%. It is 60% corn, 26% rye, 10% wheat, and 4% malted barley. 30% Kentucky is 11-year, and it's 75 corn, 13 rye, and 12 barley.
That's the same mash bill as Wild Turkey for the Kentucky one. I don't know if that is, or does Barton have a mash bill that matches that?
I do not
But that
know.
is the Wild Turkey mash bill.
I do not know. But
There's a lot more alcohol on it than I
I'm
remember
gonna
on
have
the
you
other
guys
fusions.
pick my cork pop here.
yeah, that
Ooh.
one in your
What are the
left
choices?
hand, Ben.
Well, they're both Russell's Reserve.
Yeah.
Okay.
but 2 very different picks.
Okay.
One is from Rickhouse G. The other is from Rickhouse E. This one
Third
is
row, fifth row, top, center, side.
This one is floor 4. This one is also floor 4.
Well, there
This
you
one
go.
has the dump dates. This one does not. So here are the tater stickers. You've got
All right.
Bye Bye 2020. American Dad.
Oh, that's the one that they bought.
What?
That was the one that stopped Adam
Yes,
has.
this is from the Mash and Drums store in New York.
Right.
And then the other one is from my barrel group out of Texas. And that's a mighty fine bird, Clark.
Well, that New York one is
They're
supposed to
both
be great.
supposed to be great.
I've never heard of that other one. Okay.
This is the group where I do my picks with when I go to Kentucky.
Okay.
Which
so
I
what's that
do
one?
the one on the left, but
So, well, is the left reversed?
no, it's your
Which
left.
tater sticker is it? It's this one?
Your left, Ben.
Okay.
Your
All
left.
right. The New York one.
Tito, you're on board with that?
Of course. Because Adam loved that one. So Ashton Drum loved it. So what do you think?
Matt Porter in the house. What? What are
No
you doing
way.
here, Matt?
Uh-oh.
What?
What are you doing here, Matt Porter? Are
Matt,
you just that bored?
Get on here, Matt.
It's good to see you, man.
You made a
Here's
wrong
five,
turn.
surprisingly not bad.
You need to get back on the highway and just keep going.
Unlike Discovery 5, which is try before you buy.
I
I
have
tried it.
I haven't cracked that.
I've got it. I haven't cracked it yet.
Anthony, have you cracked that one yet?
Nope, I haven't cracked my Discovery 5 yet.
Let's crack it next after this.
Ooh. Here you go, Anthony.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, you
here
might as
comes the
well,
new
buddy.
Russells.
I did
His
try
arm.
mine. I did try the Discovery 5.
And especially because
before
Matt is here.
yesterday. I did not buy it.
America.
America.
Ooh.
America.
Now I feel like I need to drink my ADHD whiskey, American Family Reserve.
And let's get it dizzy.
Yeah, Dizzy Whiskey's happy
That's right.
whiskey.
Get it dizzy in honor of
It's been
88.
working all night, apparently.
You don't have the right glass with a long stem on it there.
That I would break that glass so fast. I looked into them. They're
Snap it
so
right
much
off.
money. If I thought it would survive more than one use, I would buy them.
You're with
But
me then, man. I'm the same way.
and we got Cheech's butt
The reason
back on
I
the
keep
screen.
saying glowing down.
So, Tito, are you getting like
My
a
Jack.
fruit on the 5, the Fusion 5?
I'm getting it drinking way hotter than its proof right now. I'm getting a lot
Yeah,
of
it's
ethanol
only
in it.
See, I'm not getting the ethanol.
94.
I'm not
Matt
getting
Porter,
getting
I
a
want you
lot.
to witness where this bottle is, buddy. It's
Must have been pretty good, Cheech.
it didn't suck. I shared this with a lot of people, Matt.
I don't know. I didn't get any, Cheech.
Well, you weren't at the slammering at Lord Shane Long's house, but other people were, and we enjoyed the hell out of this bottle.
Yep.
It looks like it.
Whatever happened to Adam?
Do you
He
see what
passed out.
happened there?
I texted him and he didn't answer, so I'm guessing
He's
gone.
passed out. Well, he has to go to work in the morning, probably.
I want every drop of
Remember,
this.
he did do
Yeah.
a bottle kill chug on
Yeah.
bourbon bites too. It was
Yeah,
it was
he did.
90 proof, but you know,
Yeah, but it was like 6 ounces of 90 proof
yeah, or more.
or more, yeah, easily. All right, Matt. There goes my Matt Porter ADHD blend of a Nassif Family Reserve. It was a great blend, buddy. I'm glad I got another one.
Well, I will have to tell you, Tito, that was light. You know, not what I was expecting. Sweet. Good viscosity. You know,
I'm getting like canned pears
I'll give you
and
that.
like
I mean, I'll give
a
you
little
some
bit of
fruit.
pepper.
What's that?
I was gonna say like canned pears and like pepper. It's like a odd combo.
I don't know about the pepper, but I'll give you maybe a pear, but it's a very sweet, syrupy type of note.
Yeah, that's what I meant by the canned one.
Have you
Like
ever
in
had
syrup.
one, a baked pear, where they get like super sweet? Yeah, baked
Never had a baked pear.
with like some allspice or cinnamon, that kind of thing. If you're getting that.
Not getting
Is that
the
a fresh
spices.
crack though?
I'm
You
getting like
just opened
pepper. It's like weird, like a white pepper.
Yeah.
It's
So
a
the
fresh
taste I
crack.
had not yesterday, but the day before was a bottle that was about halfway gone already because it was a tasting bottle, and it was definitely it was a little challenging on the palate because it kept changing so much. It seemed like every time I had a sip, it was a little bit different. But I kind of dialed in that pear thing for sure, a little bit of pear, but it was like a baked pear with some maybe a little bit of baking spices mixed in on it.
Oh, look at this, Cheech. Did you see this?
What's that?
The ADHD whiskey.
I can't wait for your
Gentleman of Color blend.
No, that's Bardstown Bourbon Company or British Broadcasting Corporation. But you might be right, man. I could be totally wrong. I guess Matt's the only one that can answer that question. But he's well loved.
Yep. So is that going to be distillery only, Matt?
Ooh, yeah, that's a good question. You know, Matt?
And can your
Matt,
Patrons get
you're
it for
nailing
you?
it. That's the Fusion 5. Sorry. That pineapple upside down cake got my attention. I haven't had the Fusion 5 yet. Mixed with
All I know is I opened a Taylor cake, the Scotch, on National Scotch Day, and I don't know who the hell said it tastes like a pineapple upside down cake. It tastes like Scotch.
I will say,
so
now
Band-Aids.
Now that Matt brought that to my attention, I'll give him the caramel apple infused. I'll have to go through a couple more sips.
I don't get the
pineapple. I'm not getting that, but
well, you're not the world's top whiskey.
It has a good finish, and the finish certainly
really
isn't short. And it has a good mouthfeel, and I like the oiliness to it. So,
but you're not the world's top whiskey taster.
mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I can't imagine that anybody that's in the chat of 21 people, still 21 people, is not
listening to us.
ADHD whiskey.
Shocking,
but if you're
right?
not subscribed to ADHD whiskey, I just dropped
Wait a minute. Prescription Bourbon is not a mod.
What's wrong with you?
Well, we have one.
Well, he is now.
The only person in the chat that's not a mod.
Well, you are now.
Oh, damn it. I was about to time him
Not
out.
anymore.
How dare you make him a mod?
So I remember when I started watching ADHD whiskey back in September, October, laughing my butt off at some of his expressions and some of his the way he would describe things. I mean, I'm talking like bust out laughing that it was so good. And when he would get something and go, what the heck is that? I just would start laughing. Like, I thought he was good. It's his reviews.
Distillery only, just the stuff they're doing now in their gift shop with their fill your own bottles.
Oh, that's
oh, that does.
Oh, that's like
okay, Matt. You absolutely have to let me know when that's going to be available. If you can find out, I will drive to Kentucky and buy as much of it as they'll let me.
Exactly.
And I really hope it's not one of those bottles, so we can do some delivery.
That's what I'm saying. I would be willing to continue driving until I hand those things out to everybody who wants one.
I want one, Cheech. So
I know you
just
do.
know that.
Matt, you don't have to worry about Bardstown ever watching this. So I'll say not like Discovery 5 and Discovery 6.
And then I'm going to have to drive to Colorado.
Be at Discovery 6. I heard 5 and 6.
Yeah, they had the labels already out.
Really? Okay.
So bring
what I heard from one of their
like
5 was it.
All I know is they said they when I was doing I did a tasting with them not too long ago, and they said that both 5 and 6 they had to change the way they used to do the discovery program with having everybody be involved because it had to get out fast.
So get it to market quicker than worry about whether it's good or not. You think that's coming into play?
No, they made it a small panel versus everyone involved.
Okay. So less people involved, that's all.
And that's why we know Matt was not involved in Discovery 5.
There you go.
And then they realized their problem. They should have had him involved.
Hey Ben, speaking of picks, Monday, I got the call today. Monday, I'm doing that Buffalo Trace pick for that store in Georgia. Well, the
Nice.
stores in Georgia finally coming through. I mean, that call came in when I was in Kentucky with HBR, which is getting on 2 months ago now. Oh, well, it'll be 4 weeks, 8 weeks this weekend. But yeah, I got the call today. I'll be there 4 o'clock on Monday to do that Buffalo Trace store pick.
So I would say this Russell's pick is good, but nothing super
Nothing
special.
spectacular?
It's just a solid.
Which warehouse is it?
This is the one that's a couple bottles down from
Okay.
What do you call it?
The Mash and Journey.
Look at
Is
the
that the New
birdie.
York one?
Yeah, the mash and
Yeah.
drums.
The birdie.
So what are you thinking, Tito?
He's thinking he needs some data
I'm
tips.
done. As the glass went down, it got much better. The ethanol died out. Like I said, I was getting pears with pepper, and then Matt said the upside down pineapple cake, and at first I wasn't getting it, but it might have been power of suggestion.
I'm still not.
Because all of a sudden I was like picturing a pineapple with the little cherry in the middle on it.
I'm still not getting the pineapple
But-
part, but the caramel apple.
Tim,
Yes, that's it.
I never got the caramel apple.
See, I'm
it
getting that.
depends on day
And I'm
of the
getting the
week.
caramel and vanilla on the nose.
I mean peanuts with it too. That
Tim
might
was
affect it.
asking what 3 gift shops should hit on a normal day. It depends on what time, what day of the week, how early. That's all dependent. Like if you're going to
Heaven
be up
Hill.
at buck crack at dawn, you start at Heaven Hill. If you're not, then you don't start at. Then you don't bother with Heaven Hill.
Right.
You know,
But if you're up early, go to Heaven Hill, please.
and you call 4 Roses. You don't go to 4 Roses, and you call both 4 Roses, and see if they're putting out a distiller pick or not.
That's right. Fruitcake.
Now he's saying fruitcake, and I definitely
He's calling
agree
you a
with that.
fruitcake.
So Matt, are you thinking more like dried
He
fruit?
wouldn't be the
I don't
first.
know if you've ever given that to your kids, like where you have like a trail mix that has like dried pineapple in it, but maybe like also dried cranberries and dried cherries and any of the
Definitely
dried fruits.
fruit. There's definitely fruit. I'll give it. I'll give Matt that. Definitely fruit. Definitely caramel apple. I didn't get the pineapple, but definitely that. That's what I said to Tito first. I says, "Are you getting fruit on the nose?" You know, it's like, and he's like, "No, I'm getting the ethanol." I'm like, "Well, I'm not getting that," but
At
Let
first,
that gas off for a bit.
and it's quite a good sipper.
yeah, it
It's
gassed
quite
up.
a good sipper. I'm not going to deny that. I'm enjoying it. I mean, when this thing gets down to the shoulder a little bit and has a chance to open up, I'm sure it's going to be a hitter for me because so far, you know, that's the Bardstown is like one of my favorite. Not because Matt, but I just like the profiles
I like
of
that.
it so far.
I like that Matt
Um,
alerted me to its existence when I first saw a Matt Porter video. I don't know, a year and a half ago or so.
Well, the ADHD fishing is what made me laugh. But go ahead. Sorry, Chief.
No, that's good too. I kind of like the fishing part of it too. I kind of wish you'd bring that back, Matt, just like every once in a while, just for shits and giggles. But he was it was right when he did the first round of the Bardstown competition, the very first one, the grass stain reed box.
Mm.
You know, I don't know if you remember those notes, but yeah,
the
grass stained
Reebok shoes.
Reeboks. That nailed it for me because that's the kind of way I think of shit. I think of stuff in like an obscure way, as like how can you equate it to an experience that everybody's had? And you know, there's a time where everybody had that kind of experience.
Oh, look who woke up.
Oh, Adam pops back up.
So one of the things that
yes, Matt, it was the regionals. That was where you got me, and I've been hooked ever since, buddy. Hooked better than your fishing channel. Just saying.
one of the things that made me laugh about Matt is when he did a review sitting in his, I'm going to say his dining room or his kitchen of the peanut butter whiskey or something like that. I forget the name of it, but it's still there. I laughed over that and I said, peanut butter whiskey? Really?
Hey, Matt, I don't doubt when you did that flight, I was like, you're taking it all the way. I knew at that moment when you did that, like he's taking this all the way. There's no way anybody can compete with that. When your tasting notes on that flight were so out of left field, but so targeted on the right things. I said to my wife at the time, I said, like, he's going to take this thing all the way. And then, of course, then the bandwagon and everybody.
And all of us absolutely made Sam's life miserable trying to post it and trying to, say, oh, yeah, there's a lot of people in chat for this person or that person. And everybody's just like, Porter, Matt.
Matt. Yeah. I'm glad
for the whole time. And she's like, we see a bunch of people on Facebook. So a bunch of us switched over to Facebook and we're like, Matt.
Yeah, kind of crowdsourced rah-rah section,
Mm-hmm.
The people who knew. I wish I could have made it up there for the finals, but with COVID and everything else crazy that was going on, it's hard.
But what do you call it? Klein made it there. The brew bakers were there.
Yeah, there were some people that showed up for sure. That was going to be my first crazy whiskey road trip.
Crazy whiskey.
Actually, DMC, have you met the brew bakers yet?
No, we're Ernie and I have chatted a little bit. We'll probably try to get together at some point, but no, I have not.
Yeah, you got to do that. They're great people.
Yeah, don't delay.
Really
man.
great people.
Make that happen as quick as you can. I missed them when I was in Kentucky.
On that last trip when you weren't coming out and seeing people yet, when I was down there in February,
right?
I got to see them and that was great. But I'll probably be back around. The latest I'll be back in Kentucky is probably February or March, but it could be before that.
That's a ways off, yeah.
You know what? You say that, but then again, before you blink.
Oh, I know. Yes.
Time flies.
Late February, early March might be a Florida get-together. Just throwing that out there for all you people living in frozen tundra. When you start hating things in January, just remember at the end of February, early March, I'm trying to put together a little something.
Yeah, Cheech, I'll have to coordinate as soon as I know, so that those weeks don't
I'm going to pick some dates probably in the next couple weeks. I'm going to try to start solidifying dates, and I've already kind of got an itinerary for happenings, but it would include at least one, if not two, and maybe 3 distillery visits as a group.
Where would home base be, though?
Near me. Let's just put it near me. St. Augustine
area. I just want to know when the alligator hunting is going to be, so I can,
That's year round, buddy. Actually, they issue tags in the spring. Just so you know, Cheech stock. I'm not going to call it that, Tim, but I like it.
I like it.
I like it. I'm not going to call it that, but I think they issued the tags for alligator hunters in April, and then people are taking them all spring and summer, and then the snake thing is year round as well, but it gets heated up in the winter because they're easier to find because they're out sunning themselves.
That might be even a better name.
Cheechapalooza. Now, Tito, I can get on board with that one. I like that. I think it would just be Cheech-a-palooza, like standing on its own, like Cheech -a
with hyphen.
Palooza. Yeah. I don't know. I'll crowdsource this. I'll let everybody else make the choice. That's how I ended up with Whiskey Encore. Yeah, trying to do something. I was trying to keep it small, but there's already 20 people that said they were interested. I was like, that's more than I planned on. Obviously everybody expresses interest. That doesn't mean they're going to make it when it is, but think about late.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
Hey, it's going to be horrible.
Here are the alligators.
You know what? I hadn't planned on anything alligator, but we might as well. There's an alligator farm. It's only a few miles from my house.
You know what I can't believe?
It's 20 miles from my house, but that's not that
Where is Ken?
He's
Ken's recuperating.
Yeah, he's
still recuperating
from Scotch night day.
Yeah, he was on a stream with Julie this morning.
Someone the Hobbit who
drinks.
Yeah, she made me a mod. Imagine that. I was a mod on someone's channel.
Well, apparently she has a lot of trolls.
She sure did.
So Cheech would be on one.
Imagine that.
I'd be on the next part.
Trolls.
And we were.
I think it was the boobs, though. I think it was the boobs that made the trolls happen.
Yeah, So between
Cleavage.
Cheech and I were deleting people or, booting them out of there because it was just inappropriate.
Lewd.
I mean, I
Yeah.
just love the irony that the Hobbit who drinks is 5'4", and yet Whiskey Mountains is 4'9".
4'9". Oh, that's awesome, Ben. That's awesome. That's awesome.
You gonna
That's so
come join
funny.
us, Chris?
That's so funny.
I'm waiting for Top Shelf.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing.
I
Well,
think
he's
Dustin
working,
would have been on.
so
if
he
he's coming
can't
on.
really come on.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
There you
Matt,
go.
I see your comment to David Bassett about how that was 8 houses ago. Are you stable now for at least a longer period of time in Colorado? I think you had said something about
Nope.
it being a longer stint, but is it really?
Oh,
I'm
okay.
hoping that's a longer stint. I know moving around sucks. I did that for a while.
It'll be a long, like 4 months long.
Well,
but 8 houses ago. Holy
yeah,
crap.
that's a lot. That's a lot of moving.
In over 20 years,
That's crazy.
I haven't left this house.
No,
You've been in the
like-
same place for 20 years?
Oh,
In the last 20 years, I haven't been in a place longer than 5 years. And most of them have been more like a year. or
I don't want to
less.
move. I mean, I don't want to go.
I got one
through
last
that
move
crap.
in me. That's all I'm saying. One last big move.
moving sucks. We've been here 7 years, and I don't think we're going
Not
anywhere.
by the looks of those shells.
I would
buddy.
love to move, but I'm kind of stuck in New York,
Yeah, where are you
and
gonna go?
also
Vegas, Vegas.
well, I'm kind of tied here with family and stuff right now. But
Yeah.
Exactly.
it's also, and the thing is that I really need a bigger home, but real estate is so insane here that
Oh, it's freaking
my
insane
place is
everywhere
like
right
tripled in value. Well,
Yeah.
solid doubled in value, but there's still no. So is everything else.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's just not.
everything's expensive. Everything.
Yeah, and my common charges just went up to $500 a month.
Oh,
Your what?
HOA?
My HOA common charges for my condo.
that sucks.
That's crazy.
Oh, screw that.
Ben, I know you got family and all that stuff, but when you can, brother, move to Florida.
You know, my mother literally fell last night and got hurt. Like,
So
I'm
hard,
here for
man.
now.
Yeah, it's hard, man. With the elderlies in the family and all that stuff, when you got to take care
That's
of them.
that's insane.
Yeah.
That's why I never moved out
Oh, wow.
of
A
here.
year.
1 year lease in June, so they're here for the foreseeable
Awesome.
future. That's awesome, Matt. A little bit of stability goes a long way, man.
Yep.
Without a doubt.
Just yeah.
I'm fortunate
is-
that the house that I'm living in now that we purchased, when we moved from the place we were in before, I was able to hire some friends to help move us. And literally in the morning, my wife went to work and my daughter went to school. And when they were done with work and school, instead of returning to one house, they returned to the new house, and everything had already been moved in. It was the easiest move possible for them. It was nearly impossible for me, but I was so thankful that instead of just moving and it being like a pain for everybody, we pretty much just moved our lifestyle and just returned to a different location at the end of the day. And I don't know if my next move will be like that, but I'd love to think that it would be. But we have way more stuff now than we did.
Oh, isn't that the truth?
just
Mhm.
the I was trying to think about moving just the whiskey, and it's I feel for Whiskey Samurai, because even just moving right down the road, I didn't move that far. I moved, I don't know, 35 miles, and it was moving the whiskey is the hard part. Like everything else was kind of easy. We've moved a lot of other stuff many times, but moving whiskey, you end up wanting to protect the ones that you, I guess, covet the most. Family and whiskey. Gotta feel horrible.
Now, I'll say this: if I can convince my sister to move somewhere, then I can get my folks to move.
We tried that with my wife's family. We tried to get everybody else to move so we could get her grandparents to move from Pennsylvania to Florida. And unfortunately, we weren't able to get that done before my wife's grandfather passed. But now, now the rest of the family lives here, sans the people that have passed. But we kind of all ended up in a central location for the first time in 20 plus years. So,
I mean, I do kind of like living in one of the few places where not everything wants to kill you.
Mm-hmm. You're here.
Well, Callie, the ground wants to kill you.
That's true, but you don't think about it.
Don't you have like some poisonous snakes and spiders and things like that also?
We do have rattlesnakes, and we do have black widows, and we do have brown recluse.
I mean, supposedly we have black widows here, but nobody I know has ever seen them. Knock on wood,
I have seen.
I got bites on one occasion. They're no joke.
My wife has been bitten by spiders more than anybody I've ever known, and twice it was a brown recluse, and it was bad. She's good now, but I just saw a black widow earlier today at my house, right by my front door. Like black widow right there.
Is it murdered?
I don't believe in killing things unless they can kill me. So yes.
I was waiting for the end of that sentence.
Yeah. So yep. When your 8-year-old daughter points out to you the neat looking spider and you know exactly what it is,
it's time to go.
Yeah.
That's why I have an exterminator.
Most pest control is worthless against arachnids. Most stuff that are spraying in your house is called bifithrin, which is I believe that's a Dow chemical. Does not affect spiders at all.
I don't have them in the house because of the dog. They're always outside. Occasionally, when I say occasionally, in over 20 years I've been in this house, I think I've probably had them in here twice, maybe 3 times.
Yeah. What do you get for spiders there? You get tarantulas, right?
Yeah. And we also have black widows.
Yeah. Black widows are everywhere in the North American continent. Yeah. They're just everywhere.
But I haven't seen a tarantula, but we get scorpions out the wazoo.
Wazoo, right.
But I haven't seen a scorpion since I moved in here. And that's because
you're going to knock on something.
Yeah, I am.
That Knob Creek.
I'm not super
right. 5 bottles of Knob Creek behind.
I also don't invite
Fusion 5 too. But we've been lucky. But you get rid of the food source, they don't want to come.
Yeah, so you get rid of the food source for sure.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And my backyard's not cluttered. I keep it clean.
That's it. No stacks of wood, buddy. That's all I'm saying. No stacks of wood.
You can't have a wood-burning fireplace here in Vegas.
Oh, yeah, because it's against the law, right?
It is, but I know people that would put one in for me in my family room like that.
Right, yeah. Top Shelf Dustin said he moved 2 blocks a few months ago, and the whiskey move was horrible. Bro, I'm trying to give away stuff. Trying to drink as much of it as I can. I'm trying to have friends over. It's hard. I don't want to move all of it. I want to move less than half of it, but I don't know if that's going to happen because we're fast tracking everything we're doing right now. So I have a feeling I'm going to be moving hundreds of bottles of whiskey.
This could be line of the night. This could be better than Dustin Loving.
This could be Schlammering 2. Man.
That's awesome.
Schlammering 2. Go to Cheech's to help him empty those shelves.
We won't call it Schlammering. It'll have a much better name, but something like that. Something clever. I do like Cheechapalooza though. I'm not lying. I kind of dig that one. But I'm a musician, so it kind of works with what I do anyway. So
is that going to be the next shirt?
It could be. I actually started designing a shirt last night based on something Big League said. Chris had said something about Orange Chair Mafia. So I started designing an Orange Chair Mafia t-shirt. So that's coming.
Yeah.
That's coming.
Is that an orange?
Hey Ben, can I pimp my Teespring? For anybody who goes to my Teespring.
You can do whatever you want.
I don't have the link. I wish somebody else would put it in the chat. There seems to be a couple of mods in the chat. Maybe one of them can find my Teespring and drop it in. And right now I have a 20% off going. The code for 20% off is 20 off. And
I'm
there's
still
a-
waiting for my Proofy bitch shirt. It should be here any day.
Yeah, I was gonna say you might get that tomorrow.
You coming back on, Mr. Shits?
My whiskey encore shirt.
Yeah, you might get your T-shirt.
I was
tomorrow,
actually
Anthony.
thinking we should probably wrap this up sometime soon.
Nah.
It is a work night. For those of us who have a day
For
job.
some,
For some, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm still waiting to be employed.
cheat.
I mean,
stuff.
that's
know.
true.
Tim
We got
Evans is heavily
Bourbon
invested in-
Neophyte who what's happening with that? How's that going? Are you
I
going
like to
through the
fart in
paces?
church.
Oh yeah. That's better than a fart in an elevator.
That's true. But I
Uh,
probably had 12, 13 rejections since what? April?
Well, no, you were talking about that let's call it a government gig.
Yeah. No, it's a government gig. I'm in the pool. So it's when they get around to it.
Got
So
it.
I passed all the tests and now I'm just waiting.
Got
And
it.
you can be in that pool for 24 months.
oh,
So it's no different than taking a test for a firefighter or a police officer. It's
yeah.
pretty much the same thing as the
So
way
it's-
I understand it.
It's a civil
So now I'm in the
service
pool.
position.
So I passed everything.
Holy shit! Look who woke up.
So it's just something I gotta wait. Oh my
Tony
god.
Two
Tony Two
Toes.
Toes.
Anthony, good to see you, buddy.
Tony Two Naps has woken and
Tim
is
Evans.
ready to go.
Peach
Waiting
stock
for him to join.
tie-dye. I could probably make that happen, buddy. What's your size? Just saying. Yeah, you actually have more people in chat now than you did before, Ben, according to James Morgan.
I'm just still in shock. This thing's working.
Yeah, it seems to be as stable as any other stream.
We're in shock too, Ben.
Yeah, I know, but I need more people. I want. I mean, obviously that'll come in time, but I really wanted to stress test this thing.
Well, Lilith should come on, and maybe Tony Two Tones. Who else can join
Lilith
us?
might be at work.
I want everybody to come on. I
I
want
thought
10,
Lilith
12
said she
people.
got out early.
15.
Lilith, didn't you get out of work early today?
What do you got in your hand, Tito?
Oh, I had poured a separate glass for the fusion. I'm back to smelling the Leopold.
Oh,
This is a pour that I can pour if I don't want to get too drunk because I'll just sit there smelling it for
Oh.
hours. It's so ridiculous.
Tony, that's called TMI, buddy.
Well,
Matt
basically,
Porter,
what's
you're
the
still
difference?
here? Well,
So are you
Matt
coming
Porter,
on
this
from
is-
the bowl or what?
This is the end of the
So he's got the
ADHD
chico
whiskey.
in
Sure,
the
so
eye.
you
and
coming on?
coming out
Come
the
on,
back
people.
at the same time.
Be dialing, people.
Matt, it was a delicious bottle. You did a fantastic job, buddy.
so Dave, what are you working on over there? What are you drinking?
He's
Oh,
muted.
you're muted.
By the way, I believe you can come on without your camera also on this. So if you want to be audio only, I believe that will work.
That sounds like an invite to Tim William Evans. I'm sorry.
Because I thought I saw you pour Smoke Ranch earlier.
Smoke wagon, yes. I'm drinking the smoke wagon.
Smoke
small
wagon.
batch.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Which
Small
smoke
batch.
wagon is that?
So-
The small batch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the
That's
Or
what I'm
straight
drinking.
bourbon or small
straight
batch?
bourbon? Straight
No, no,
bourbon.
I'm sorry, the straight bourbon. You're right. Not the small batch.
I drink that like 3 times a week.
Why too cheap?
Why too cheech? Adam,
If I could find it regularly around here, I would drink it more often. But
yeah,
Oh, it's a
It's-
great pour.
it's not
It
on the
is a
shelves
great-
around here. I
haven't
find
traveled
it
to another state
other
to
places,
do
but
that.
yeah.
Dave, I got to go to a different state. I have to actually drive well over an hour to get Smoke Wagon.
Right.
But
Yeah,
I do.
I would say I probably have to also.
Yeah, I do.
So
Yeah,
this
that red,
last-
white, and blue bottle is pretty cool there, Anthony. I saw that when it came out, but I didn't try to get any. But yeah,
Well, I've got a couple of them. I'm going to give one to my dad for the holidays, and then I have a couple for myself, and then one just to keep. Along with
Yeah.
a clear.
yeah, they're cool. Yeah,
I mean,
I introduced somebody to Smoke Wagon on Saturday night, who pretty much, because of his government job, he really can't afford higher priced bourbons. So I was sitting up at camp at my trailer, and he just happened to come by with his dog, and he said, "Oh, you like bourbon?" And I said, "Yeah." As a matter of fact, I came on Cheech's stream that night, and he was sitting with me, night. And I poured him some of the Smoke Wagon straight bourbon, and he was floored. He goes, "Oh my God, this is like caramel and sweetness and brown sugar and blah, blah," because he's drinking Jack Daniels. And I said, Jack Daniels has its place if you put Coke in it. I said, so now you're into better bourbon. So anyway, I shared that with him, and I picked him up.
Wait a minute. Whenever I finally throw one, it's the Boar Mitzvah.
The Boar Mitzvah?
I love it. That's awesome, Dan. I'm on my way.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Cheech Mitzvah and then the Poor Mitzvah.
Poor Mitzvah, Cheech Mitzvah. That's awesome.
So when's the Poor Mitzvah?
Hey, Matt, if you promise to come to my event in Florida in the spring, I'll call it Cheech Mitzvah.
You're right, Tim. It does look awesome. So that's why I picked up one up. But anyway, I shared that with him, and he was just floored that I even liked whiskey. And, you know, I was like, who doesn't? That was my reply. But I go, so we went back and forth a bit. But, you know, he really just can't afford more than $25-$30 for a bottle. I mean, he splurged, and I forget which one he got. And I didn't say anything because to each his own. If you like Jack Daniels, you like Jack Daniels. If you like Jim Beam, there's the standard Jim Beam, you like it. It's fine. But I bought him some Old Tub because I was telling him, I go, there are so many other expressions out there. And so I'm going to take that to him and let him experience that and give it to him because I've got a couple bottles here. But it was just nice sitting down and sharing this bourbon that I had. So I had the straight bourbon, the small batch, uncut, unfiltered, and then a few other things. Yeah, Cheech's, I haven't gotten that yet, but
it's right here, Anthony.
You know,
it's in my
he was
hands.
just floored at the taste he got, and he goes, "It is so much more flavor than the standard."
I can't believe. Sorry, I can't believe we're batch 76 there.
Well, they're doing 2 batches a week.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's a lot. It's a lot. Hey, Tony, what's up, buddy?
I've got 2 bottles of it. In the first bottle I've got didn't even have a batch number on it. It was pre-batch 26. And the other batch I got is like batch 28.
I've got a 27 over there and a 24. And I think
so mine is 29.
I had a 31, but I drank it all.
My batch of the uncut and filter is 29. And let me see what this one is.
They're good. I mean, they're all good. Every damn one of them, it's been good.
Yeah. So this one's 32.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't opened it yet. But it's just a butterscotch bomb.
It's got all sorts of crazy flavors going on in that. I love it. It's super complex. It's a little bit challenging sometimes. But I haven't never been disappointed in any Smoke Wagon I've had. That's pretty impressive. You know,
so James Morgan's asking a question about something I've never heard of.
Little Rock, Arkansas? Nothing good comes from Little Rock, Arkansas.
Yeah, I saw that. I didn't know.
That might be export only. I don't know.
It might be.
I've never heard of that.
What's up, Tone?
How's it going, guys?
You look like you just woke up.
I did, actually.
You put a shirt on just for us?
Yeah,
You look refreshed.
How can you tell?
rolled out to my computer just for you guys instead of sitting in bed. Each 12 years. 1792. Very nice.
Cheech likes 12-year-olds.
Stop it.
12-year-old bourbons are awesome. I don't blame Cheech.
I sure hope that cork pot.
Really, any age-stated bourbon is awesome.
Yeah,
more bourbon should be age-stated.
Yeah, I think it all should be age-stated.
Yes.
People should know. Batch 80? Tim Evans, are you saying Smoke Wagon is on batch 80? And if so,
Yeah, I think
is that
each-
unfiltered a white
Oh,
label?
if
of batch
Bourbon
80? I'm trying
Baller's
to figure
still
out
in
how many
chat-
batches. I want to know how many batches have the white label and the clear bottle. So mine's 76. You're saying batch 80, so that already is 5 batches. Is that right?
I think it started with 75, Cheech.
Okay, I know I'm early on it.
So I have something
amber
Tony
glass
didn't see earlier unless
yet.
he was creeping. So
Yeah, I hadn't even seen a clear bottle before. When you held that up, I wasn't sure what it was until you.
this is
spun
from
it around and I
Bourbon
saw it.
Baller.
So oh god, that looks so good, man.
What's that? 130 proof, 135 proof,
140 something.
Really
Oh, 140?
small print there, Ben.
140
So you have to read that to us. Unfortunately.
I know. I'm just showing you. This is Bourbon Baller's
I
pick.
think it was redacted.
Hazmat Elijah Craig barrel proof.
That's crazy.
And Tony
Very nice.
gets
What's the
some of
proof?
this.
What's the proof on it?
142.2.
There you go. Very nice. And that's just straight Elijah Craig. Is that stated as any of their brands or anything? Or
Yeah, it's Elijah Craig barrel proof.
It's a pick.
distillery?
It's the store picks, like the 8-year-olds.
Is it age dated?
So DMC,
I believe Bourbon Bowler knows how old it is. It'll be age stated
Yeah.
on the bottle. The pick does not.
Yeah, I
have
had not seen one of those before, Cheech. That's cool.
So
They've changed it. It's no
well,
longer
no,
a black bottle.
apparently they couldn't get any more of the amber bottles, or at least there was a supply chain issue, and they were already
Yeah.
using the clear
That's
bottles
correct,
for
Cheech.
their vodka or gin. Maybe
That's
both.
correct, Cheech.
So they were already using that bottle. So they already had the bottles on hand, but they
Oh,
couldn't
there
get
you
any
go.
more amber bottles. So they've decided to do a few bottlings in clear while they wait for more amber bottles. So
Absolutely right, Cheech.
They're just
apparently
pumping out these batches. left
Matt
and right.
Porter agrees. The clear bottles over the amber bottles. I agree, buddy. You get to see the whiskey. You can actually
Yeah.
see the color of the whiskey.
But it's
What's
but it's
crazy
not
is how
supposed to be
dark it
perfect,
really
though.
is. It's dark. It's not very light.
Yeah, and I will say that
It's a clear bottle.
Tony loves Elijah Craig barrel proof, so I know he's half awake if he's not really showing excitement at that.
Yeah, he should be bouncing off the walls for that.
Come on now, I don't even have a drink in me. Give me some time.
No, that's
Relax.
it.
Yeah, but he's not. He's worried about the age statement though, because at least the
Oh,
barrel
Bourbon
proof
Baller
is
says
12 years
it's
old.
10 years old.
Yeah.
10-year-old, 140 plus hazmat.
10-year-old hazmat. Yeah, I
pretty
do like
awesome.
that clear bottle for the smoke wagon. That looks
Mm.
sexy.
I think part of it's psychosomatic where you like it because it's new and different.
Mhm.
You know, or it's
Well, I think it's-
psychosomatic that you know it's new and
Right.
different and there's only a few batches that are going to be like that.
I don't know
think
if it's so much of a FOMO on that one. I think it's pretty much for what you mentioned before. You could see the liquid in the bottle.
Yeah, I like
And the
fact that
bottle
I can
itself
see
is just a sexy design. So
Oh, it
it's just extra
It
sexy.
is.
Even my
And
daughter
it is.
said something about it when I got the clear one, which was only a couple days ago. Is that
Mhm.
yesterday? Day before yesterday? My daughter was even like, she's like, I like the bottle, Daddy. It's got plants on it. I'm like, you're right, it does. It's got
Yeah, well,
plants.
that's the thing too. You can't see as much detail
yeah
on
it
the
comes
darker
out.
bottle, but I
It
believe
really
his
comes
whole
out.
thing is the darker bottle is the way they did it, back in the
Back
day.
in the day. Well, because it protects the whiskey from ultraviolet
It
light.
does.
It's,
Mhm.
From the light. Exactly right.
To an extent.
well, it's
my
darker.
daughter's
I mean, you're
30 years
talking about
old,
less than 50%
and
of
she
the
thought
light
the
making it.
straight whiskey bottle was cool. So,
Oh, I like the
you know,
straight whiskey
it-
too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially
bad
the red,
smoke
white, and
wagon.
blue.
Matt, psychosomatic. Like
Damn
I
it,
lit
Matt! You
stuff on
can't come out
fire.
with lines like that and not come on here.
No, that's awesome. I'm a fire starter, twisted fire starter style. Oh, that's funny shit. Though. What is
Damn
that
it! Now
called? I believe
Spontaneous
Mike, is that,
combustion.
Matt, is that telekinesis that allows you to set stuff on fire, or is that just moves object? I think telekinesis just moves objects. Psychosomatic.
That's pyro.
Well, you could,
Controller.
yeah, pyromaniac.
Spontaneous combustion.
Pyromaniac.
Is pyrosomatic
I don't
a
know.
term?
I don't know.
I don't
I
even
have to
know.
go back to my psychology roots for that, and I'm not interested right now.
Damn it! I thought I was going to shut this stream down. Nope.
Yeah, but I just poured some 1792 age 12 years, and
Yeah.
it is
I'm
fantastic.
going to pour some
You know, I sleep on the 1792 just because small batch is like
I had foolproof earlier tonight.
it's just a joke calling it small batch because there's probably like 9,000 barrels in there small batch.
Mhm.
But man, the other stuff is really good. Pull proof, single barrel, bottled and bond. All of it's really good. Bourbon Baller bringing out Carrie. Are you talking about the Stephen?
Yeah, I've only seen the 12-year a couple times at a store, Cheech, and I think the last time and it's always been like secondary prices. I think the last one I saw, they were asking $150 for it. It's like,
Yeah, I haven't seen a 12-year price at a decent price at all.
I
And I
probably
love
didn't pay
that.
that. I probably didn't pay that much for it, to be honest with you. I probably paid like $60. I think it was for the 12 years, $60.
yeah, I would jump on
That's
that.
all it's supposed to be. But,
Yeah. And I tell you, out of that grouping, the sweet wheat, I really like the sweet wheat. It's really good. I almost
Also, I
poured
love
that
sweet.
instead. That's another one of those that
basically
to find.
anything but the small batch is delicious.
it's delicious. David Bass says there's 35,000 uncut clear bottles and 35,000 small batch clear bottles. I didn't know about the small batch clear bottles. Or are you talking about the small batch red,
That's
white, blue?
so far also.
The red, white, and blue.
No. Small batch.
Yeah, but
also
to my
clear bottle.
knowledge, that's
seen that.
also so far. I don't think he's gotten the amber bottles back yet.
No, they're currently still not available. Last I heard.
I mean, that might be
Yeah.
his estimate how many clear ones
Yeah.
there's going to be, but
that's still, if you look at that number, 35,000 seems like a lot, but it's kind of a drop in the bucket. It's not many. Not many. I feel fortunate that I was able to get one. I'm not going to complain if I don't get the small batch, but I'd like to. Guess I'm making some phone.
I wonder if they're cheap
I
right
guess I'm
now and
making
he's
some phone
just
calls.
switching over.
well, Cheech, when you think about it, Old Carter is 1,500 to 2,000 bottles a batch.
Yeah, it's way lower, right?
Right.
So, but what's the demand on Old Carter at 200 plus versus, a $60 or $70 bottle? There's way more.
Or 100 or 120 as
Yeah,
places are starting to market.
Yeah. Well, I told you when I was in Georgia last week that I saw uncut, unfiltered in their regular
69
bottle
here.
for 118. I saw it at 118 for like 5 or 6 different stores. I saw a couple stores that still had it at retail, but
Yeah,
Wow.
it's a bit much.
but 118. I'll be honest with you, if I've never had uncut
Not
unfiltered, if I've never had it, and it was the first bottle I bought, I'd pay 120 for it
No, okay, never had it.
because I've had other $120 bottles that weren't as good.
Oh, that's
So,
for sure.
Yeah, easily. I mean, more than once, unfortunately. But I would take $120. I'd pay 120 for uncut
Once.
unfiltered if I've never had it. It was the
Yeah,
first
I would-
time. Yeah,
Pay it once, but
and then
I
after
was
that,
lucky enough to
75 is
get
my
my-
job. 75 is where I tap out on it. And luckily, the clear bottle I got here, I got at $69 plus tax.
I paid 75 for a smoke wagon recently,
Yeah, I'd pay
which
that.
is higher than I usually pay, but it was a batch 16
oh wow.
Yeah,
so-
I'd buy that. I'd buy that right now.
in
Uncut
Queens
unfiltered,
actually.
That's about what it goes for here in Vegas.
Yeah. So when I figured out it was that old a batch,
Yeah, yeah.
it
that's
needed
good.
to come home.
That was pretty sticker. You had to look up the proof.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's by proof, exactly. David Bass said he likes the clear bottles and he was just passing
Yeah.
on the info. I appreciate you passing on that info because I did not have that information. 35,000 seems like a lot, but it's really not because a lot of people are going to open those. They're going to open them and they're going to drink them because it's their first smoke wagon uncut unfiltered.
Ooh,
Top shelf.
$100 on a small batch. That's a little rough.
Ouch.
That-
Yeah, I paid
that's
40,
not
I
worth
think
100 bucks.
49 is what I pay for small batch. 49 or 45.
Yeah,
45,
50 bucks a
Yeah.
small
Yeah,
batch.
it's a
I've
50 it's a
honestly
good
not
$50
bought
bourbon.
one. I've not bought one because the $30 expression is fantastic.
Absolutely.
And for $15 to $20 more, I want the uncut unfiltered.
Yep.
So
I'm in the same boat, Ben.
I
I've
think
bought
served the
two
purpose.
uncut unfilters and I bought two straights and no small batch.
yeah,
Small batch is delicious. It's so good.
I'm sure it is, but I could also
Well, you're
just
right.
order
It's,
down
it's,
uncut
it's in a
unfiltered.
weird price
It just
point.
doesn't.
It's in a weird price
It
point.
doesn't fit.
It's not priced. unfortunately, what I would say is they need to price uncut, unfilter higher. Put small batch closer to where, 50 or 55, and then move uncut, unfiltered a little higher, maybe 79. And then it has a place. Then it's got a niche in the market. But I like it. I think it's good.
But Cheech, compared to other small batches that you can get at lower price point, is it worth it?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's got a lot more flavor than a lot of other people's small batches. I mean, these graded, those flavors are. I don't know. When I drink whiskey, what hits me most is how it tastes. If it tastes. I don't want to mention specific bottles, but there was a bottle in the last few months where a lot of us were chasing it because at $129, it was hitting at a $200 price tag. That it was better than what it was priced at.
Well, okay, top shelf again if you need.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I do think that small batch was one of those things that probably hits a little higher than its price tag. But so does uncut, unfiltered. I think uncut, unfiltered. I don't want to say it's underpriced because I'd like to keep buying it at the price it's at.
I don't know if I compare an uncut, unfiltered to like an Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. I feel like it's priced proper because they're priced similar for me.
Yeah, I don't know. It's flavor complexity and scarcity. I mean, how much more often do you see one than the other? Now it depends on your market. So I don't see.
I think either. I don't know. I think I see them about the same.
So you're in an interesting place. So where I'm at, specifically where I'm at, I might see an EC barrel proof every once in a while. We never see smoke wagons. They don't come to Florida. There's no store in Florida that has smoke wagon. So I have to travel for that. But when I travel for it, I see it. And then I also see EC barrel proofs, and they're priced similarly, but I have to think about which one flavor profile is worth the money they're asking. And the money they're asking most of the time is between $60 and $70.
And the answer is both.
Yeah, that's the problem. See, so we get into the situation where they're both kind of worth it for different reasons. I like the proof. I like the EC flavor profile. I like where it takes me. And then I like that the smoke wagon's completely different. It's just different. It's different from anything else that I taste in the marketplace. If somebody knows of something similar, let me know. But they have a certain flavor
old
profile.
Smooth Ambler, Old Scout.
Yeah, but you got to find the right one, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I prefer that uncut, unfiltered. I mean, it's delicious.
Answer Top Shelf's question. What's a rare bottle in bourbon? The rare bottle is the one that I can't find here where I'm at.
Yeah.
It's the one
that different rare bottle is different from geography.
How do you feel about Bell Mead, Cheech?
I like Bell Mead stuff.
Actually, that's a great answer right there. Bell Mead Reserve 108. That would be a perfect.
Yeah, so good. I do like the Bell Mead. I like the Bell Mead Sour Mash. I'm a big fan of their Sour Mash. I like it a lot. Their Sour Mash bourbon is pretty damn tasty.
It goes down easy.
Yeah.
Yes.
I guess it's been a couple months ago, my wife did a live stream with Michelle Lynn on Instagram where they were making cocktails. And my wife made a version of Lynchburg lemonade, but instead of using Jack Daniels, she used the Bell Mead Sour Mash, which is higher proof and a lot more flavor. And that was probably one of the best cocktails I've ever drank. I drank a couple of them that night. So yeah, I like the Bell Mead, but we were drinking it straight before she decided. She's like, what if I substituted this instead of the Jack Daniels in a Lynchburg lemonade? I'm like, give it a try. And she gave it a try, and it was fantastic. It was so good. I do like Bell Mead. I kind of overlook them. I forget that I have it on my shelf because I'm more of a Michter's kind of person. I kind of look at Michter's and Bell Mead as kind of living in the same space. But
I still got a couple of bottles of the cast strength before the 108.
Oh yeah,
change.
that one's a hitter for sure. Yeah. I wish so. A place nearby me just like a month and a half ago got a case of the cast strength. I guess it was old in the warehouse or something like that. And unfortunately, I slept on it for a day, and I came back the next day, and they were all gone. I was like, "Damn it! I should have gotten that."
That's the worst.
Can't get
I know one place around here that still has them on the shelf, but they want $110 a piece.
Oh,
Bell Mead 107?
No, Bell Mead cask.
Yeah.
Oh,
So Ben,
like we got.
if
Okay.
that's one of those places you think you can make them an offer and they take it like 99, I might be into that.
I've never paid more than 80 something for one,
Yeah.
so it's kind of hard.
They're getting very scarce. I know,
I
a
know
couple
they
places
are.
have them around here, but I got a couple places around here that have them that are charging 130, 129.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a rough price. I
Oh,
don't know if
Chris
I-
Tats, you're so wrong. You're so right on that. I would love John from Michter's to come on with me because everybody knows me a little bit knows I'm a huge Michter's fan. I wouldn't say I'm a fanboy, but I do like Michter's. I've found a Michter's I don't like. Between Michter's and well, Chattanooga. There's a couple of Chattanoogas I've had I haven't liked, but I like the fact that they're willing to kind of just throw caution to the wind and make a weird whiskey.
I'll agree with you on that one. I don't like the Chattanooga 111, but I'm glad I have one because it is.
I like some of the other
so
stuff they have. I do have the 111, but I like as much as I hate to say this, the tequila finished one is kind of growing on me. It's pretty
Okay.
fantastic. I
didn't like the tequila.
You did or didn't? Is that you, Anthony?
Yeah,
What'd you say?
I wasn't impressed with it, but to each is like you said. If you have it more than once, like you just said, it's starting to grow on you. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm starting to appreciate this expression.
I like to say, I like when a whiskey challenges me at first, and I kind of got to unlock its secrets. Like, why did they think this was worthy enough to bring to market? It can't be that they just had it. There was a reason for it. So they probably tasted it and experienced it and tasted it again and experienced it again. And over time, they're like, we're going to put this out and hopefully somebody else, goes far enough into it.
I got to address a comment here that Tony and Dustin are going back and forth. Dustin saying you can't call something that's mass made rare. I mean, it's perspective, but I could call a duck a squirrel if I want.
Yeah.
I mean, you could call it,
compare whiskey to baseball cards if you were ever into baseball cards. And we know that was a mass produced item, but there was enough people chasing that item that it became rare for some people.
Right. It's
I think
supply
if
and
you look at
demand.
it that way, maybe the whiskey thing kind of makes more sense because, yeah, there might be 10,000 or 20,000 or 35,000 bottles of one particular whiskey. But if you have 10 million people chasing it, it's pretty rare for the vast majority of those people.
Something that's rare to me is something that I never see, something that just doesn't come around. It's
You just
rare
don't
to me.
see it.
You're in a position to where you see it, where you're in a state to where you get it. Like Ohio gets all the
It's
Weller
the supply and demand.
Yeah, I think Dustin just nailed it. He put the definition up, but that definition, hard to get, is rare because it's all about the demand.
It's
for the
situation.
product.
It's
Yeah.
right
Yeah,
there.
it's
Situation.
Like I said, if you have 35,000 something of something, whatever that something is,
Sure it is.
and Matt, I've had the Dickel Tabasco.
Hard to get is rare.
Way before you reviewed it, by the way. But yeah, hard to get is rare, whether you want to believe that or not. It kind of
No,
means-
that's what rare means to you, Dustin. That
Rare,
isn't what
yeah.
it means.
I think rare means whether or not you can acquire it. And if you can't acquire it, it's rare to you. It's a personal experience, rare. And
It's subjective.
and
for sure.
unfortunately, it's regional. It's based on supply. I think Ben mentioned supply and demand. Rare. Now we can agree that if there's one of something like the Hope Diamond, there's nothing rarer than one.
But it's also let's take perfect example for Dustin is Weller Antique. In Ohio, it's not rare,
It's
and they
prevalent.
get metric tons of the stuff.
Yeah.
In New York, stores will get maybe 6 bottles a year.
Maybe if they get it at all.
In New
At all,
York,
right.
it is very rare.
Right.
It is rare in New York. In Ohio, it's not.
For 140. Old Buller. That's just
Where are you at, Tony?
Long Island, New York.
Okay, you're in
Long
New York.
Island.
Okay.
He
Long
works with me.
Top shelf.
Or I
Dustin,
work
by
with him,
that
however you want to
definition,
phase it.
a new Rolex is rare. That's not true, because even if they make 1 million of those Rolexes, there's still some on the shelf. You can still go buy one of those. You can still go buy a Rolex.
Right.
You can't go buy a 12-year marriage. You can't go buy an 18-year, you know, there's just certain things you can't get because there's way more people looking for them.
Bottle that prescription bourbon
units.
I don't think I can get that. Like, okay. In New York, T.W. Samuels. That's a rare bottle because it just doesn't come here.
What is that? Kentucky. Highlight him.
Oh wow, Kentucky's best.
This is Trader Joe's.
Okay.
It's actually Lux Road. This is basically Rebel Yell.
Right. I was gonna say it's the same as the Rebel Yell.
It's a wheated bourbon, Trader Joe's brand. So.
Right, but I don't think we get that here in New York. So,
do you have Trader Joe's in New York?
So in New York, supermarkets are not allowed to sell liquor.
I was gonna say
so the only Trader Joe's that sells liquor is in Manhattan, and it's a separate store from the next door Trader Joe's.
They're all separate stores here in Kentucky. Also, they're in the same building, but they're not the same entrance. They're different entrance. They're separate stores. That's true.
Last I knew, the only
and
one
Sam's Club and Trader Joe's, they're a separate store. Kroger.
Yep.
But
there's also the problem in New York that a company or entity or person can only own one store.
Oh well,
that's why there's one Total Wine in New York.
that goes into different things there. But yeah, if you have a Trader Joe's,
and it goes back to the conversation like 2 hours ago that I want to get the fuck out of New York one day.
I would like for you to get out of New York someday. Top Shelf Dustin said you can't get a sports Rolex off the shelf. It's a 2-year wait list. So
and if you know somebody,
Dustin, we call that rare.
Yeah,
I would say that's
one's
rare Rolex.
But a regular Rolex, like you mentioned, because they do make 1 million of those pockers.
Yeah, they do.
You can get the rare ones that they don't make.
Yeah,
it's a different story.
I mean, you can apply it to anything. Tennis shoes.
It's rare
Jordans,
to
whatever.
A person.
If you can't get it, it's rare.
Maybe not rare in the universe.
Yeah. If there's way more people looking for it than there are available, it's rare to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
It's rare enough to chase. I mean,
and like I said, if I want to call a squirrel a duck, I'll call it that.
Yeah, I don't want to admit that I chase whiskey, but I've chased some whiskey before. There were some whiskeys that I was looking for a long time before I got them, and I would claim they were rare, even if they made 50,000 bottles of them. When you got 10 million people looking for 50,000 bottles, it's rare for a vast majority of those people.
If you
he's still at it. If you stake it's over 100 bottles of whiskey, it's not rare.
Are you kidding me?
Not rare?
New York,
There's
if New
11
York
million people
bottles of whiskey, you have millions of people looking for the bottles.
Yeah, there's millions of people looking for 100 bottles. That's pretty freaking rare.
That's just wild.
Yeah. Limited isn't rare. I don't think it is.
Belligerent is a dick, but you know. Hey,
hey, I'm not.
Let's just go back to.
I kind of see what Dustin's saying. He's saying that
he's
available.
Looking at one narrow, focused definition.
I think what he's saying is rare is that it's not available to anyone, or it's available to 1 or 2 people, or very select few.
Right.
It's just not whoever's looking for it. I kind of get what Dustin's saying there.
I do. I get it.
Limited by definition isn't rare. Rare is caused by a limited supply and a higher demand. I think that's what makes it. I think it really comes down to basic economics of supply and demand.
Yes.
Where do you put store picks on that? Each store pick is quote unquote rare, but you can each Knob Creek store pick would be kind of rare, but you can find a Knob Creek store pick.
Knob Creek
Everybody's
store
got a Knob Creek store pick. For sure.
Okay, and Dustin, at what number does it become rare?
Yeah, is it?
What's your number?
I mean, if we're going to say there's 1 of something, we can all agree it's rare, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there 10 of something? Is it still rare?
Yes.
Probably. At what point does it become not rare?
Where's the line?
Yeah, it's hard to define. I mean, I'm not expecting Dustin to give us an answer because it is hard to define.
Well, he's giving us the answer that we're all wrong.
Well, I like to look at it as even if there's 10,000 of something, it doesn't matter if there's 10 million people looking for it. It's rare to most of those people. I know
if a squirrel fucks a duck, is it still an apple? I mean,
It's seven.
But if my grandmother
Well,
had
you know the answer to that. It's 7.
What is it with you and ducks, Ben?
he likes to
Ben
fuck a
loves
duck
ducks.
and screw a kangaroo.
He likes them.
Jewish people
In the
tend to
boob.
eat duck on Christmas Eve from a Chinese restaurant. At least that's what it looks like in the movies.
That is true. If we were at some
So
natural
5K mark seems pretty large, but what's rare?
Yeah.
How many bottles of something to be rare?
No, Dustin, you're right. It's not absolute. That's
Well,
all
I mean,
I'm saying.
any
It
single
all
barrel
depends
is going to be no
Yeah.
more than 200 something bottles, right?
Well,
I mean, here's the thing: they could have made only 2,000. They could only made 500 bottles of let's
Tickles
say,
Fest?
Kentucky Owl Dry State. It ain't rare because only like 3 of them have sold.
yeah, if nobody wants it, it's not rare at all. But
Well,
Dustin,
that's
you're
the
right.
thing.
It's
It could
not
be super
absolute.
rare, but if the price is stupid,
It's not absolute.
it's not
That's
rare.
true.
Anybody who has the money who wants a bottle of Kentucky Owl Dry State can go buy it.
Yeah, it's readily available. Okay, Dustin says 5K is where his line is drawn, and that's fine for you, man. I think
Yeah, that's your line.
I still
That's
think it
your
comes down to
line making it
distribution.
rare.
like I think if we're going to define rarity, it's always based on the market. And the market is if you can't find it, it's rare. You know.
Available
Your
and
opinion.
rare.
You're
definitely are.
completely entitled to your opinion. Just like I said earlier, I don't tell anybody what to do as far as
Yeah.
vaccine or anything else.
I agree.
I can have my opinion on it, but still,
Dustin,
it's your
I agree
body. You
with
do what
on
you want.
most of that.
This is your
Yeah.
mind. You
Yeah.
do what you want, but it doesn't mean you have to tell us we're all wrong. We're agreeing that's okay.
Yeah.
That it's okay that that's where your line is.
I don't know. For me, availability and rarity do have some crossover. Because if it's not available to me, then it is a rare item at that moment in time.
What
I
I'm
think
saying
Dustin-
is we're okay with his perspective, but he's not
Yeah,
okay
yeah.
with ours.
I know.
I think Dustin just said something.
Perspective
If you-
a little further.
If
that's
you
all.
have 1 million, I believe you mean by $1 million to buy any product, you can get anything. You're right.
That's not
but-
true.
But here's the thing. Well, it kind of is. If you're willing to,
It kind of is because then you can get to know people and bribe people to get what you need.
No,
Yeah.
it isn't. Yeah, I want a baseball stadium.
Not for $1 million.
listen, Ben, if you have enough money to build a baseball stadium, you can build a baseball stadium. That doesn't mean you're going to have a baseball team. or
No,
have a-
he said 1 million can buy any product. 1 million cannot buy any
Right.
product.
All right.
I think he's speaking
I
specifically.
think that's an arbitrary number.
I'll give him a pass on that, Dustin. I
Mhm.
understand you're probably speaking specifically to whiskey, but when we speak specifically to whiskey, there's not one person right now in the chat or on the screen that has looked for a bottle they couldn't find. And that bottle, by definition, has become rare to them. And it's probably rare to a lot of people because if you're not seeing it, you know there's a lot of other people looking for it. That's why when we do find those unicorn bottles, we get super excited. Like when I found that old Fitzgerald 10-year last week, I have never seen a 10-year. I'm sorry, it's an 8-year bottled in bond. I'd never
Oh, the
seen one of
8 years
those.
came out. Yeah,
I
those
never
8
seen one in the wild. And when I found it, when he said it's this price, I won't say what price it was, but it wasn't super high.
Well,
But when he
let's
said
do this.
price, I said yes, I'll take it.
Dustin, is this bottle rare?
Yeah, because I haven't seen one around. That's a
I've never
rare
seen
old
it.
Forester single barrel rye. It's rare.
I've never seen
There
it.
is one barrel per state, according to Jackie Zeiken.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Now,
Top shelf,
if you
finding
do
on
the math-
secondary is different. That's like saying that you can find anything on eBay. You can, but you have to be
Top
willing to
shelf,
spend
Dustin,
it.
what bottle secondary can you not find?
What bottle secondary?
I don't
do you
really
want?
kind of play on secondary. I would imagine that anything is available for any price, just like with any other item, not just bottles and not just whiskey. I mean, if you want to hire a midget to perform hallucinations for you, if you've got enough money, you can do that. So I would.
Or if
say
you're in the right,
secondary-
if you're in the
I
right
think-
spot with the right group of people, you can get that happening too. Just saying.
Yeah. Thanks, Tony. I appreciate that, buddy. But what I'm saying is
that an offer,
walking into
Tony?
whatever local store you're used to going, or
You guys
stores,
wanna
or
go out to
whatever.
the
I have a
festival?
route. I kind of cover the same things. When I walk into a store and something magically appeared that I haven't been able to find for 6 months or a year, and it just shows up, that's why we do it. I think that's kind of the chase thing when we can kind of score that bottle that you could
You get excited and you might pay more than you wanted to.
Yeah,
Right.
well, I rarely pay more than I want to, but sometimes the price is a little higher than than it should be. But I'll always weigh scarcity and availability versus what I'm willing to pay.
So, Cheech, let me ask you a question about that old Fitz gear. Would you pay $250 to $280 for it?
For what? The old Fitz? No, absolutely not. I wouldn't pay that for it. A matter of fact, I'm not sure what retail is on that, but I paid a little over $100 total.
$80. Retail is $10 per year.
Essentially, right. That's what I've heard. So I use that as a guideline. And then I added the fact that I've never seen one before. And the premium is it more for me to buy it now for $20 or $30 more than retail? Or is it more for me to drive to Kentucky, be there when they open, wait in line for 4 hours, and maybe get a chance at the 36 models they're offering that day?
Right. And it's not a guarantee. Right now,
it's still not a guarantee because I know people that have waited in line and did not get the bottle.
Right.
Yeah.
So when I pounce on it.
And you pay more at the distillery. I mean, even the ECBP.
Yeah, it's a little bit more.
They charge $75 at the distillery. And you can buy it in stores for $60 some places.
If you find it. If you can find it,
yes.
Yeah, I think I'm talking more retail market top shelf.
Yeah.
I don't.
Justin, I agree with you. A huge amount of these bottles are bought just to flip. I wish that I could just drink everything that I have. I don't sell anything. I've never sold anything in my life as far as whiskey goes. Right. But there are plenty of people who buy it just to resell it. I'm not.
There's
I'm
a
not going to say
question.
they're not. There's a lot of those people.
This may be a little divisive, but has anyone here bought anything secondary? Who's currently on stream or in chat?
I don't think I have. No.
Now, when you say secondary, you mean
Never.
like actually a secondary market, or just paying above retail?
Yeah.
Not from a store.
No, not from a like.
Not
I
from a
only
retail.
shop at stores.
Yeah, no. I mean, I agree with Cheech. I
Oh no.
pay.
Because he agreed with you. Yeah.
At least he agreed.
I assume that's the best part of his comment, so we'll stick with that. Top Shelf Dustin says he has paid secondary. I can't say at this point that I've paid secondary. Have I paid over retail? I have.
Oh, I've paid over retail, but at a store.
My top is
I bought anything from a person.
20% over retail is my tops, and that's mostly because of availability issues. Like I have to either travel or somebody else has to travel to get me what I was looking for. Oh, hey, you're back. What's up, David? Where were you, buddy?
You were agreeing with Cheech last week, Matt.
Yeah, you said I was right about something. I love hearing it.
What's going on, Tito?
Not much.
I'm surprised nobody's asked Tito about his name.
On the bench here? What's happening?
Hey, Ben, you got 24 in chat right now. Your chat.
Yeah, I don't know why you're here, but thank you.
Because of you got a great group of
What were you
people
saying,
on the
Ben?
screen right now.
I don't know.
Yep.
What's up, Donald Rance?
You got Cheech. You know, everything's good there.
And I got one thumbs down. I'm guessing that's Tony Two Toes.
That was me.
No.
That was you, Cheech?
Yeah. I got to keep you humble, Ben.
Dude, look at me. I'm always humble.
I know you are, buddy. I appreciate it. ECB pair is rare, but not in the US. Plus, the MSRP is $150. Ouch.
Yeah, that's twice the amount.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever paid more than 70 and probably more like 60 bottles.
Well, Donald's in the UK, in Europe.
I'd go as high as $100. I think it's $100.
Are you in the east?
Canada.
In the eastern part of Canada.
Might as well be on the other side. Whatever.
Yeah, but that's double or more.
Yeah, he's actually like due north of me, so it's kind of funny.
I'd go as much as $100 for ECPP. I think
if
it's
the
$100.
right one, I'll pay $100 for it. Most of them 75, 80 is my tops on. What part?
I don't want to pay 100 out of principle, but I think the poor deserves it.
Some of them do. I would say that for B520 or C920.
Yeah, I would agree with the C920, B520 for sure.
Yeah, both of those are $100 bottles. I think they're okay for that.
If it's the first one I see that year, I'll probably go to $100. ECBP's $200 bourbon all day. How about even the most recent B521?
Yeah.
'Cause I've been hearing shit about that.
It's just
your
'cause it's a
bottle's
lower
right
proof.
here.
It still tastes good. 60 hertz is in the house. B519. Wow, I just saw a
22 toes.
919.
Yep. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yep.
Hold it. I'll
Hey,
give it a
60
minute.
hertz. I saw a B5. I'm sorry, a 919, a 519. That's crazy if that's still on the shelf. But you're in New Zealand, so you're like 2 years behind anyway.
Yeah, the B519 was
But
pretty
buy
good.
that. That's a good one. But the
Yeah.
919, I'm going to reiterate. If you can find the 919, that's
What?
solid.
All right, Dustin. Now I know you just belligerent and drunk.
Yeah, because
B21 is better than any old Carter batch.
No, he really doesn't like the old
he's,
Carter.
he's tripping.
He's
He's
really
belligerent.
a Carter guy.
I got it.
hey, Dustin, I'm glad you
Okay.
like what you like, buddy.
Yeah.
Do your thing. And if you don't want
it's
to ever
more
buy
old
another
Carter for me.
old Carter again, but you see them at retail, let me know.
Yeah, seriously.
'Cause I would take another. I like the
I
one.
will trade you a B521 for an old Carter any day of the week.
Yep,
Yep.
every day of the week.
In fact,
I'll
I
do
would
it more than
trade
once.
2 B521s.
Hey,
For an
shut
old
your mouth. Just do 1 for 1, all right? The 1 for 1 is what you should.
No. Dustin, don't let them beat you up like that, buddy. If you like your B21, you do it. You just enjoy
I
it.
haven't had it yet, so I really can't shit on it. I'm just, fucking balls. That's all.
I did have a taste of it. It wasn't bad. I was surprised how unproofy it was because I'm used to ECBP hitting
Punching
me
your
with
face.
proof, and it wasn't there. There were still fine flavors. It was still a tasty bourbon, but it's definitely punching way under what you're used to, especially the way last year ended with the 920.
Sure. I'll
After
just
the
sprinkle a
520.
little bourbon ballish pick in it, and it'll shoot right off.
Ben, open that shit. Have some right now.
It is open, and it's no. I have
Yeah.
to sample it first.
Yeah.
Taste
I
it.
gotta pour out. He asked me to pour out samples for a few people on this coast. So
Yeah, Ben,
I'm so
Yeah,
happy I'm
or a
on the
half
East
ounce.
Coast.
Ben, just throw me a sample on 1 ounce, 2 ounce, whichever.
One's fine. I'm fine with one.
I can be greedy. Give me a 4 ounce of that.
well, considering the whole bottle's only 6,
Yeah.
Exactly. I'll be a little greedy.
and I was thinking we would pour out. Actually, I was thinking we would pour out samples for who he told me, and maybe 1 or 2 others, and then we would have it one night.
All right.
There you go.
Because we have a number of special. We have a number of special pours to hit. What?
Yeah, I got my brother-in-law's birthday this weekend, so it's no good. Maybe the weekend after we could do something.
Yeah.
'Cause ain't like I got a girl in my life no more.
You also haven't had to well, I can't say that. I don't know if you've had to talk to your family lately. I was going to say, well, you haven't had to deal with any crazy either, but
Yeah, I have. Middle Village has been a bitch this week.
no, has it? I haven't talked to you much, so.
Ooh, what do we got there? Old Parser, the
Oh,
shit.
Dustin,
117.
that purple
Wow.
box, I've definitely seen that around.
That is beautiful. How is that, Cheech? How's that taste?
This is the Old Forester 114. I'm sorry, 117,
117.
110 proof. This is the sample I got back in April from the Mash and Drum and Jackie Zykin. They gave this to me for my birthday, and I'm going to finish it off right now.
You might as well.
Might
I
as
think
well. There's only
aren't they supposed to
little
come out with
tiny bit
another
back.
117 next month? Another release next month? 117?
Yep,
Yeah,
in August,
probably.
a new release. And it's supposed to be a little bit more available, but you're still going to have to get most of it at the distillery.
Wait, what did you
There'll
show?
be-
I wasn't on the screen.
I'm just saying, DMC.
Old
There's going to
Forester
be a few
117.
bottles of
Oh,
this, a few
yeah.
cases of this bouncing around Kentucky. So if you happen to see it,
Just wait.
Nice.
We'll go outside in just a minute.
I happen to be right here in town.
that's what I'm
Yes.
saying. You're close.
Just sit down. We'll go.
Did you, DMC? Do you know they've been putting out occasionally President's Choice?
No, I didn't know that. I know they just the cast strength. They have those some days.
Yeah, I get the heads up on some of that stuff. I should get your contact info.
Okay.
So I can. Oddly enough, in New York, I get the heads up on that sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm unfortunately I'm not on Facebook a lot. I know a lot of that stuff goes on Facebook.
Mhm.
So I've started to get on there a little bit. But
Instagram's also good.
Well, I'm saying if I see it, I could be like,
Instagram.
go.
yeah, true.
DMC, I'm just going to put this out there since you live in Kentucky and September is not that far away. Old Forester birthday bourbon is something I'm interested in.
Oh, I know. Yeah, you got to camp out on that. Oh, actually,
Cheers,
I think
David.
last year. Cheers. Didn't they give out wristbands the last time?
Yeah.
Though?
Last year was a wristbanded event. I wonder how.
So wristbands are awesome. You don't have to camp out.
Yeah, I wonder
Just
how
go
this
get
year's going to be. I think they're going to do it the same way because I think it was supposed to be pretty good.
I think so too. Cheers.
Cheers to you.
And I got a birthday bourbon last year, but it was a lottery at a liquor store. So
I missed out. I only saw 2 of them. One of them they wanted $600 for. I didn't pay that. Somebody else did. And the second one I saw,
Why not?
I watched somebody buy it at retail.
Shit.
I literally was the next person in.
That's shit. That's the worst.
What's up, Dustin?
Oh, there we go, Dustin. What's going on, bud? Check. Yes, the thing on. Hear you.
Yep.
Looks like a Stanley Kubrick film. And he's gone.
It was.
Wait, Dustin's out of the closet.
Oh. I always imagine me being in the bathroom, like there's a half bathroom under the stairs, and he's got his pants down around his ankles.
Oh,
like 6
That's
hours.
too much information.
Yeah, why are you imagining
hear me?
with his pants around his ankles? I don't.
It always looks like he's in a half bathroom under
Sure,
the stairs.
right. That's the reason.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Jesus. Sit down. We'll go outside. Sure. Like, just sit down. All right. I'm going to
Take care of
roll.
your
Dog
dog.
wants to go out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Go on.
I will catch you guys on the flip side. Tito, Tony, Ian, Cheech,
It's
Ben.
super late for you, Anthony. It's got to be
Cheers,
close
Anthony.
to midnight by now.
It's midnight almost here, but
That's what I'm saying.
it's all
Can't
good.
believe you're still up.
I'm thinking maybe we'll take this to backstage at 3 a.m. What do you guys
There you
think?
go.
There you
Sure.
About right.
All right, guys. I will see
Anthony,
you
take it
guys
easy,
on the flip
buddy.
side.
Good to see you.
Take care, Anthony.
Talk to you guys.
And Dustin bailed.
Yeah,
Just having
he
issue?
checked in. Did a check, but I think he was having some type of issue. So
Yeah, okay.
might be back. Let's see.
I don't know. I see him in OBS still.
You do?
Why not?
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't.
I see him right below you.
No, that's DMC.
No, DMC is one over.
Oh, I don't see him.
Tito is in
He's
another
below Keisha.
dimension.
Yeah, Tito has something else going on there.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah.
Donald Rand said Uncle Nearest 1856 showed up for the
I see
first
him on
time.
YouTube.
I see him on
and
YouTube, but
OBS.
not OBS.
You
Oh, yeah, look
YouTube
at that.
is 5 seconds
YouTube.
behind,
So crazy.
but
Yeah, well, he's on YouTube.
He's
you're
definitely
right.
YouTube.
What the hell?
That's weird. Donald Rand sees Dustin. Donald Rand also says that Uncle Nearest 1856 showed up
He
for the
is
first time
not in my
at 140 Canadian.
control console at all.
Pass on that, Donald Rand. Do not buy that.
Uncle Nearest, 1856. Is that the good 1856?
No, the good one is the 1820. Is the rare one.
Gotcha. Well,
There's no
What
such
the
thing as rare.
Fucking Ragnall's is going on.
Nothing.
I can't
Nothing's working.
control.
I see Dustin and he's not frozen either.
yeah,
Like,
he's moving around
moving.
on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm very confused. I see that, but
He's
we
not
can't
in
hear him.
Sure.
and he's not in the studio for me to, you know.
Bring him back. Yeah, no, he needs to restart his connection.
Yeah.
He might be able to on like a little delay. So my fingers are crossed.
What y'all see with me a little while ago when I dropped off?
Oh, you're gonna have to rewatch the stream, but we said a whole bunch of shit.
We were talking about you mostly.
Brooke Lottie, Classic Lottie. Does that have a signature to the left side?
It has the code on there.
No signature though, huh?
No. Yeah, it has a signature. Yes, it does.
What's his name? Who's there? Just wondering.
Oh shit, I can't read that.
Because it's two different
ones. Is it Jim?
Hey, Dustin,
Look, glasses on.
remove yourself from the stream and rejoin with the link again.
Adam Hannon. Head distiller.
Yeah, apparently they switched distillers, what, about 8 years ago?
I think she said 5. According to Shayla, it was a...
Yeah, that's a 2020 bottling. So.
This is so weird. It's definitely buggy.
Sir, this is with your new video card?
That's what
Dustin just went.
Yeah, Tony. This is all being rendered. I mean, in the Ninja studio where I control everything, he just disappeared. Now here he is. Okay.
Hey, there you are. What's up, Dustin?
Sorry, guys. I don't know what the heck's going on with my.
Yeah, that was weird.
It's just.
We didn't know what happened either.
Well, I heard like my computer told me I had no camera. Then YouTube's like showing me on the screen, and I'm like, well, what's going on? It told me that there's no camera.
And you were not in the Ninja studio, so I couldn't knock you out, bring you in, or anything else either.
That's weird.
But you were on OBS on my computer.
All right, so I've told you guys, not a fan of Old Carter, so here we'll do Old Carter Batch 5, which everybody seems to like.
No.
American Batch 5?
Old Carter, we're doing bourbon versus bourbon. We're not doing
American Batch 5.
The American Whiskey Batch 5 is the one that everyone loves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, my comments were bourbon. Now, if you want, I can do American Whiskey Batch 1, but I'll be honest, I don't know how to compare that.
Okay, that's fair. Okay. But I just want to let you know.
Wait a minute.
Is Dustin lagging on OBS
behind? You know that it was the American Whiskey Batch 5 that everyone's going gaga, not the bourbon.
Well,
Dustin, isn't 5 Tennessee?
No. This is the one that 6 is Tennessee.
That's 4.
6 has Tennessee.
4 is Tennessee.
2 and 6 are Tennessee. 2 and 6 are Tennessee.
Okay.
This one is the one that Jason Mash and Drum, Gotti for My Bourbon Journey, and I think even one other channel I think actually had this like in their top 3 for Bourbon of the Year last year. This is the most hyped bourbon that these guys have done, non-single barrel, to my knowledge. If I'm wrong, please correct me, but I believe this is the most hyped bourbon they've done, batch-wise.
I would agree.
Okay.
I don't know.
I do agree that most people do think the American stuff they're doing is the most unique and interesting, and I personally agree with that. And if I'm ever buying an Old Carter again, it'll be an American. But you guys were talking, Elijah Craig barrel proof versus Old Carter. It's got to be bourbon versus bourbon, I think.
Yeah.
If that's an unfair comment, I'll switch. I'll bring over the
whatever. Okay.
American Batch 1, but again, I don't think I can tell you which one's better because they're too different. And you know what? I've never done this side by side. And you guys have watched Mike and I on our channel. I feel like we're generally seen as pretty objective when it comes to not letting our preconceived notions determine our final results. But
you have a channel?
You can. All right, James.
Sorry, buddy.
I know
You're
for
like
sure.
one of the few channels I actually don't promote, so it's funny for me to say that. Like,
yeah. I've only done like 100 videos with Mike, so
you think I would promote you or something?
We're total noobs. Nothing.
People watch you?
We're tiny. You know, you don't watch us because you never comment.
Ever.
It's all good. And you know what? I don't care in the slightest.
I literally don't know what the channel's called. That's the
Top
funny
Shelf
thing.
Whiskey.
Oh, well, then I do watch you and I do
So
comment.
interesting.
I do it under
Old
the-
Carter Bourbon, Batch 5. The Carters do not say where that's distilled.
It's MGP.
It is? Okay.
My understanding is it's 7 to 11-year-old MGP, and I could be off by a year on both sides. My comment's always been this is an example of like the best version of young MGP you can get. And my view on young is under 10 bourbons, generally speaking. I don't talk about bourbons that are like super young because, again,
Ben, where's mine from?
my focus. 7 is MGP as well. 7, 8, 9, and 10 are all MGP.
Yep.
The bourbon, right?
Yeah, and they're all really similar.
Now, how do you feel about MGP bourbon in general?
I
That's a good
love MGP over 10 years old. I am very indifferent to MGP under, but thing is, if they're cheap,
So
enough
that's
to where, like, I
really
like them on the
riding-
rocks. Go ahead.
Well, they
Ben.
were. Old MGP is not cheap anymore.
Old Carter's not cheap either, man.
Nope.
No, I know, but I'm saying.
Cheap.
Well, when
No,
I say
old
cheap, I mean like what I mean is under $100. Like if it's under $100 and it's got like cast strength MGP,
Where are you
it's
getting
6 years old?
over 10-year-old MGP at this point for under $100?
They're not.
Last year I bought 6 bottles of the 13-year. What was the one we were just talking about? Libido, libation. Sorry,
Belmead.
The Leopold.
Oh, the
New York one.
Widow-
Oh,
Oh,
The
but
Widow
those are not cask strength.
No, they weren't. No, they weren't.
proof down.
But I mean, hell,
Mhm.
13-year-old, they were delicious. They were heavy, and they were like 50%.
You don't got to tell me. I got one right next to me.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah.
I got another one
Again,
right there. Got another one over there.
my point is, I've not been a big fan of some of the younger MGP.
Yeah, that's fine.
releases.
And that's where I'm saying that old
MVP
Carter's kind of riding that edge.
But I wasn't saying cast strength. It's not even cast strength. It's just like I don't enjoy old Carter's younger spirit as
Mhm.
much as I like their stuff when it hits that 10-year mark.
Right.
10-year mark, suddenly it just gets really good.
And I'm saying that right there, what
And
you
then
have
again,
is a blend
but-
of older and younger.
But yeah, this is a blend with that has the older. Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
And this right here is the least thought of ECBP. So
Okay, yeah.
let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. You want to compare them? I haven't had
There you go.
I haven't had either in a while. So again, I have an opinion that I'm going
And
to
what
like
batch of
Elijah Craig a
ECBP
little
is
more.
that?
It's the 5120, which everybody doesn't like.
5120, 521.
521, yes. I'm sorry.
Okay.
521.
21.
I like it. It's just low proof for what I expect. I do like it though. I think it's good.
My thought has been so far on this one is that it's good bourbon, but it's not Elijah Craig barrel proof. As
That's
you
what I'm saying.
expect it.
It's if you look at it as its own thing and not compared to any other Elijah Craig barrel proofs, it's a good bourbon.
If you just say it's 12-year-old Kentucky bourbon,
Yep, it's good. But as soon as you put it against like a 520 or 920, it's hard. It
so
doesn't come
one
close.
Widow Jane, Donald Rance, Widow Jane 10-year is a blend of, well, they say they source from Tennessee,
Ooh.
New York, and Indiana, but so 10 years a little flaky these days.
Yeah.
The 13s that are usually picks tend to be MGP.
Oh, wow. Wow.
I like 12-year and older.
Which one are you wowing?
Yeah, and
I'm
what's
on
the
the 521, right?
The difference in the two is actually, and the similar, actually, you know, it's really amazing is how similar these two are actually.
Okay.
Which two are those?
Again, so we're Elijah Craig,
B521.
521,
Right.
Old Carter,
current.
batch 5 bourbon.
Okay.
What's the proof of the Old Carter Batch 5?
It
the proof of
is 115.
So they're within 3 points or so of each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's, and I hope I have these actually. Honest to God, I
And
thought
one's a
these- so
blend and
I-
one's a single barrel.
Well, but no. They're both blends.
Okay, I got you. One's the blend of barrel strengths. I got you.
They're both
misspoke.
one's a barrel strength, one's a blend of MGP barrel strength, one's a
Right.
blend of Heaven Hill
Oh,
barrel
yeah.
strength.
Heaven Hill. Right.
What's surprising me is that I thought I crisscrossed them, and now I actually am a little unsure if I did or didn't because they are so incredibly similar. But I didn't expect that, and so I'm pretty sure I've actually got them side by side here. But it's actually really interesting how similar these two.
But at the same
whiskeys
time,
are.
you're talking a $60 to $80 bottle versus a $170 MSRP bottle.
I paid 70 and 170.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Disclosure.
$100 difference. Not much.
Well, now I should actually add to the disclosure. I paid $300 for the right to buy this one. I just bought this one. No big deal.
What do you mean the right to?
Oh, you had to do points.
Yeah, I just spent $300 at the store before.
Well,
And you
the
just
right to
were
buy
able
this.
to find an old Carter on the shelf, no big deal.
Yeah, they up until Mash and Drum and Scott from My Bourbon Journey hyped up Old Carter last
Till they
year.
fucked it up. For
These
all of
were insanely easy to get. Like these were not.
Kind of like they're hyping up.
These were
4-gate now.
nothing.
Well, they can hype up 4-gate. 4-gate's.
Yeah.
I haven't had a good 4-gate yet.
I'll be honest.
You had a 4-gate.
I said I haven't had a good 4-gate.
Had that.
I've spent 4K on 4-gates. I
Yeah.
love 4-gate.
I like them all.
absolutely 4-gate kills Old Carter for me personally,
Yeah.
but you have to know which ones to get.
Yeah.
The
And
only 4-gate I bought was the Kelvin 5, and everything else I've had by 4-gate was a sample. But I liked what they're doing. I definitely like what they're doing.
yeah.
I don't dislike it, but I don't.
You didn't
think
have a
I'll change
Kelvin 5 because that's not a thing. Probably the Kelvin 3, I'm guessing.
Maybe it's 3. I'm sorry, it's 3. Kelvin 3.
Yeah,
Sorry.
the 3 was
Misspoke.
absolutely jaw dropping.
Yep.
The Kelvin 2
Not so
jaw
much.
dropping, and the Kelvin 1 was. Yeah, Kelvin 1 and 3 are life.
I've only had the 3, and
quality.
the 3 was the only bottle of that I bought, and I went through it really quick, and I wish I wouldn't have.
Yeah,
Mm.
I've got like an ounce left of my first
Yeah.
bottle of that one, and Mike and I are gonna have to review it soon. And so I mentioned earlier, Cheech, I moved about 3 months ago. So 2 bottles were unfortunately lost in the move.
Oh.
The first was an Old Carter Kentucky Batch 1. Who gives a fuck? That's one of the worst whiskeys I've ever had in my life. That was disgusting.
Well, maybe as a benefit, you lost it then.
When that broke, I was like, oh yes, hell yeah. And then I saw 4-gate Batch 1 was broken, and I said,
Oh,
that's fine. Because I only had like 2 ounces in that bottle.
yeah.
And then I later on realized, nope, that was the one I had unopened.
Ouch.
And that made me cry a little
Yeah.
bit inside. And my movers were cool. They basically discounted me $200 on the move because of
Yeah.
the fact that, like, it wasn't like partially my fault for the way I packaged, partially his
Yeah.
fault because he just was disregarding the fact that like there was a box there that he just
Yeah, I don't think
discarded
I
and
can
broke.
allow anyone else to move my whiskey. I'm gonna have to move it every bottle myself.
And
that's gonna
here's the
be
thing
a
that you
lot of
get
work.
into, Cheech. And here's what I got you. Now I don't know because you don't buy Scotch, so you're probably
No.
in the hell of bourbon. With Scotch, man, they come in a box, even if it's a
Yeah.
shit box.
Yeah, most of them come in a box. You're right, or a tube, or something that protects.
Yeah,
them.
so you pack boxes in a box, and they're
Yeah.
just you
Yeah,
can
that's
drop that
easy.
shit, and
Yeah,
it's no
it's
big
easy.
deal because
Well,
there's
most
like
of my shit
buffer.
does not come in a box. Doesn't
No.
come in a tube. There's some that come in a tube, but most of it doesn't come in a box or a tube. And
Tubes,
I don't
think,
worry
are just
about it.
chips.
I literally see me making like 50 trips with my wife's car because it's got more storage. But I
Yeah.
feel like I got to move them by myself on my own, and I can't trust anybody to
Can't
it.
trust anyone else, right?
Yeah, I can't trust anyone else to it. 'Cause
I mean,
who's
the
gonna
thing is,
care?
I literally wrapped all my bottles in crazy shit. The only bottles I didn't wrap were the ones I moved in a official boxes that shipped bourbon.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I
got
figured
you.
they were built to ship bourbon.
Yeah.
They held up. And well, I used a Willet box, and apparently Willet boxes are complete garbage. So if you see a Willet box, run.
Yeah, they're
Fair
not
enough.
the best.
Unless you have 150 of these or whatever,
Yeah.
however many you have
See,
in your collection.
I have a pile of those. Tony, it's funny you say that because I shipped some stuff today. I was
Hand
thinking,
delivered stuff
no, I shipped some stuff. I didn't say what stuff was, but I shipped some stuff today, some craft vinegar actually. But I was thinking for the move, even though it's not that far away, technically it's only, it's less than 20 miles, about 20 miles. I got to pack everything like I'm shipping it to guarantee it. Now, 2 years ago, my collection wouldn't have warranted that. I would have been okay with losing 30 or 40 or $50 bottles.
Mhm.
Most of my bottles are way more than that at this point, and I don't feel good about losing any of them. So I feel like I got to pack them like I'm shipping them, even though I'm not shipping them. And there's nobody on here right now, I think, that's gotten a bottle shipped for me, but I go kind of overboard if I got to ship something or deliver it or whatever.
Is anybody on who's gotten one of mine?
I know I've never gotten anything from you, Ben, except for
Yeah,
delivery,
I don't
like
think there's
literal
anyone on
hand
here.
delivery.
Yeah, so the mistake I made was I have like some plastic wrap, which, I mean, you have to wrap it like 40 times around and it takes forever. But if you actually do that, it gives those bottles like the springiness that you need to like just put them in anything and they're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather use
I do like the air mailers that
The air mailers are way better, of course.
They're
but
really good.
If you've got 500 bottles to ship, air mailers like $10 for 3 of those or something.
No, I just ordered
No, you can
50.
find them. Yeah.
50 is
Okay.
$20 or less.
Yeah, I just got
You gotta
50
buy in
for
bulk.
$20.
Yeah,
Exactly,
yeah.
Ben. You nailed it. I got 50 for
Even
$20.
then, and then they're also so much work. I mean,
Let me
Jesus.
It is work. It is
So,
work.
you want to see the secret to those bags? It's sold by Home Depot. It's a cordless Ryobi inflator.
Yep.
It runs off a 18-volt battery. I fill those bags in about 4 or 5 seconds. It's amazing.
Hey, Dustin.
Yeah, but
I'm no Ben.
It's a lot of work.
It takes. I shipped 3 things today, and the total was an hour for 3 things.
I don't know. No, I get it.
I mean, from
I
sitting
actually-
down
so
to
I-
fill out the FedEx label to the time I dropped it off was
That's
an
not
hour.
that bad. Yeah,
That's not bad at all.
Focus for that hour. No, it's my
Yeah,
sole focus
I've
for an hour.
got a lot of stuff here that I got to ship.
it takes me like 20 minutes to fill out one of those FedEx forms. So
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I do.
Alright.
I see that. I created a shipping account for.
All right,
Yeah,
so I'm
I have
gonna
a
go ahead and
shipping
say
account
right
as well.
now.
That saves a lot of time.
I'm gonna
Oh yeah.
say right
Making
now.
a judgment call. You ready? You ready for it? Old
This is the better whiskey between the two. Old Carter.
That's good. Thanks, Dustin, for coming around, buddy.
That said,
But is it 3 times better?
two
that's
times.
well, I was getting ready to say. Well, here's the thing, though.
2 times.
You know me, guys. Money is not how I judge my whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
That was how I judge my whiskey. Have you seen my collection? I mean, like, I would just be a dumbass. But believe it or not, I'd rather drink this. I just like drinking this better.
Why? If the other one's the better whiskey, why do you like? Why do you enjoy the lesser whiskey?
Because I don't like the flavors that come in on this whiskey.
So then, how is it a better whiskey?
Yeah.
Because the complexity, nuance,
Will or
the
foolproof
depth
there?
of flavor that comes in from the
Yeah,
old
but
Carter
it's a pick.
is more. It has more depth, more nuance, and again,
So you're saying trying to be objective, it's a better whiskey.
yes,
If you
But
just
to your
enjoy it
palate,
more,
you enjoy
just
the other
enjoy
one
it.
more.
Yeah, if you just
yeah,
enjoy
but
it
that
more.
I mean, I always rate whiskey based on what I think is reasonable objectiveness with an obvious bias for my opinion. But I try to be as objective when I score and rate. This is richer, more complex, more nuanced whiskey.
Nice
But-
long pour, Cheech.
I just would
you.
rather drink this because it's just.
I barely
kind of
spilled
more-
any of it on my keyboard.
It's just delicious.
It's not delicious. But it's like it's. This is the whiskey. I'd rather
See, so
drink.
Dustin, I would be very curious. How close do you live to Jason?
Hour and a half. No. Jason's 2 hours.
Oh, okay.
Mike's
Because I sent him a sample of my backbone pick. I know you said you haven't had a good backbone.
I mean, I'll be up by his place.
It's young.
Saturday, actually, I think. I can send him a text.
Are you north or west of him, like up towards Cleveland or over towards Dayton?
I'm in Cincinnati.
Cincinnati, nice.
So he's basically in northern Kentucky.
My whiskey is exclusively bought in northern Kentucky.
That's a pet peeve of mine, Ben. A lot of people that live in North Kentucky say they live in Cincinnati, and I always.
I actually do live in Cincinnati, but
it was only a little. I promise.
I do shop in.
Only a little.
There's no incentive to ever buy in Ohio.
You don't buy in
unless it's Weller.
You don't buy in Indiana at all?
Weller.
Why would I ever buy another Weller?
Well, there's a couple of them that are all right.
The 107s I've had have been.
He's right. He's absolutely right.
And okay.
It's okay.
And now I will say this: I actually do not for $50. For $50, I'm never buying a 107.
Yeah, there's other better things to buy for $50.
And now I will say this though: I actually still think Weller Special Reserve is actually a bottle like that I'd like to keep around. I don't know. I just never buy them, but I actually would. That's a bottle I'd actually like to have around.
I like
that's
the store
actually
picks of those are usually pretty good.
Honestly, just the regular Special Reserve, I think, is a really decent.
For $30, it's solid.
It's $22 here.
I know it's 30 for me. It's 29.
It's still solid for 22. Come on, that's.
But it's not just solid. It's actually just period. It's a good whiskey.
And you don't say a 107 for $50 is solid?
I don't like 107 at all. I think 107 has
that's palate subjective.
Yeah, that's just
absolutely, yeah.
What about
my problem with 107 is that there's inconsistency in those bottles to the point that I don't want to buy them ever again. I've had 107s I enjoyed, and 107s I thought were absolute acetone alcohol shit bombs.
Sure.
And I've never had that with the Special Reserve. If I ever do, I'll be done with Special Reserve. I've had 3 bottles of 107 that I thought were disgusting in the last couple of years, and I don't want. I've had a couple. One I've got right now.
All I know is
really good.
I followed a P. I think 107.
Bland decent for Singapore. They're the same way. I mean, they're hit or miss.
But after
Bland to 100% is only mixable in Coke. You don't mix it in Coke. You're just drinking it wrong.
Have an okay
not 100%,
Scotch,
but maybe 80%.
I'm kidding.
No,
I've had
there's some
good
hitters,
ones.
but there's a lot of this. Yes,
but I'll be honest. The store picks I've had at Bland's recently have all been Coke mixers for me.
Yeah, they're
And I'll be honest. I mean, I'm not talking I'm talking. I pour it. I'm just like, no,
I believe
it's
it. Yeah,
sour, offensive. And these are stores that do good picks, and I'm like, you guys had to pick this and they're all like, well, the owner did it, and I'm like,
that's the only thing they had an option on or something. Yeah.
And mind you, I mean, again, I've been part of the picking process for almost 20 picks now. Sometimes you look at everybody else and you go, my name's not going on this thing, and you're like, you guys want to put your name on it? And they're like, yeah, no, but I want to sell it, and it's like, oh, this is the best one of the 3, but none of these are worth fucking putting our names on.
Yeah, I don't think I'd do that. I don't think I could.
Yeah, I was about to ask, have you ever since you've been a part of 20 some odd barrel picks, have you ever passed on old barrels offered to you?
Have you ever walked away?
We've walked away a bunch.
Tony,
nice.
I just did. I just walked away. I did a barrel pick with hot buttery rolls. I went to Kentucky for that, for a bullet pick. And then when I was in Kentucky, I got a call from a friend of mine who owns stores here in Florida to do another bullet pick, but they were sending us the samples. I just tested the samples last week. We got 6 samples. I passed on all of them.
Oh, wow.
All of them. Every one of them I said no to. I'm like, these aren't as good as the ones I just did in person. You should try to have them send you another 6 picks. So they're supposed to be sending another 6 picks, but I passed on all 6 that they sent because they weren't anywhere near as good. Turned out they were all pretty young, 6-7-year-old. Wasn't old enough. Compared to what we picked when I was in Kentucky, which were we were 10, 11, and 12-year-old is what we were tasting.
Yeah, so
Right,
the
right.
Match and Journey is going to have 2 bullet picks coming out that I was part of.
Yeah.
They are both absolutely awesome.
The ones we did in person knocked it out of the park. They were both
Well, I mean, in
amazing.
person, Bullet's amazing.
Yeah, I couldn't
Do
believe the whole
they
experience
tell you
was
where they
amazing.
source their whiskey from? They tell you where it's sourced.
They won't
Or
tell
is
you
it
that.
still speculate?
They won't tell you.
So, here, I mean, again, I always go back to this. Here's the thing. They have the exact same number of mash bill yeast strain combos as Four Roses.
Right.
But they do claim a slight nuanced difference in like a couple things from Four Roses. Odds are it's all Four Roses.
Yeah.
Four Roses is doing specific distillation just for them that's slightly different from their core.
Contracted and slightly different.
Exactly. So it's 100% likely that Four Roses sends it to them. Now, mind you, Bullet has been putting those in barrels and aging them.
Oh, yeah.
Because Four Roses is not shipping them barrels. They're shipping them distillate and they're barreling it.
Yep.
Okay.
So you're getting Four Roses distillate with a slight, like 0.5 shift in rye or whatever it is.
It's low.
And I do believe that at some point in time, Bullet did change a couple of these strains again slightly. And that's part of the fact that, in case you guys haven't been to Four Roses, or sorry, Bullet is going to become one of the largest distillers of bourbon in the world in the next 5 years.
Next year, the market is going to start seeing their own distillate. When we were there, they were building their, I think it was their 14th and final rick house.
Oh, trust me, it's not final.
per what Melissa said, she said final because they're going to start cycling stuff out of the first rick house they built. That's going to be the stuff that goes to market. So they're going to start putting new distillate in the first rick house.
Based on what I saw when I was there, they have a bigger distillery than, honest to God.
It's huge. Unbelievable.
It's got to be as big or bigger than fucking Wild Turkey.
300 acres.
Yeah.
Is what they're using, and they have another 300 acres they're not using.
I'm telling you, I have been to I've been to Bullet. I've been to Bullet. I've been to Heaven Hill. I've been to Buffalo Trace. I've been to a bunch of these guys. Maybe just the way they shaped it skewed me. Bullet's as big as anybody I've seen.
Bigger. Dustin, what I was going to say.
Thank you. I was going to say bigger, but I didn't want to say it.
I've been to a few. I've never seen anything as big. But what I was going to say is I think they're building, while we were there, their 14th rick house. And the idea is every 14 years, rick house, the next rick house gets the new make. So they're looking at
they're Diageo, man. They're going to be putting barrels aside for 25 years.
That's what I was saying. Over the next few years, even if they were renewing each rick house every year, the newest stuff would become 14 years. Yeah. That would be the newest stuff they're doing.
They're going to have some crazy stuff coming out.
I think what we were told is the fall of 2022, we'll start seeing Bullet releasing bottles that have nothing but their own distillate in it. And once that shift happens from them sourcing to releasing what they're distilling their own, I think a lot of people underestimate what they're capable of. But if you've been to their distillery and you see how large the operation is, they're going to make an impact in the market. Despite the fact that they have that kind of size.
On the same type of trajectory to have their own distillate?
No.
But
they are not distilling at all. They don't own a still.
They're way behind, yeah.
I thought they were distilling vodkas.
No, they are contract distilling MGP.
I mean, all of these distilleries are
Smoke Wagon doesn't own a still.
Okay.
Maybe you're thinking of who's the Utah guys?
High West.
Yeah, they are distilling their own stuff.
Maybe I was thinking of High West.
Yeah, High West is getting into that game too, but
I don't want to.
Anybody that's been to Bullet,
I just thought maybe that could be possible.
Dustin, you've been to Bullet. I know Ben's been to Bullet. their scale, I was impressed. I was like, wow, this is a huge operation.
Yeah, I was there with
and-
Jason and Scotty because I was kind of like, I was thinking like, oh my god, this is huge.
Let me tell you,
I haven't been on the Bourbon Trail in like almost a decade, so I have not been like part of like the.
I don't want to just say that they're huge. I want to say that they're huge and they're dialed in. They know exactly what they're doing and what they're going for. What they're
They're the
goal
most
is.
technically advanced distillery
Unbelievable.
in the world.
Unbelievable. I could not believe how automated things were, but also how hands-on they were. There's
Now,
people
I gotta put
every
this out
step
there,
of the
right?
way.
So, if you guys know the Scotch market at all, and Diageo owns Bullet, by the way, who are they own the best Scotch, right? And the big complaint with Diageo has been for years, they are overpriced. They blah blah blah. I'll tell you what. Mike and I have been blessed over the last couple of years to get some incredible discounts on some of the Diageo special releases where we were just like, there's no way I'm ever paying that stupid amount of money. And we have been time and time again been like, oh shit, this is amazing, epic whiskey. So while Diageo is definitely going to be a company that jacks up prices, they're not a company that fucks up quality. So I feel like, with Bullet, they're going to keep the regular shit fair priced. They're going to put out some great whiskey.
Yeah, don't call it shit because it's pretty good stuff.
Yeah, I haven't had anything that's really bad from them.
No, but the problem comes into when people start seeing premium price Diageo, and I mean the classic example is the fucking Orphan Barrel stuff, where
avoid that shit if you can. Just saying.
No, buy if you can get it for a good price.
That's the problem, though. Can you get it for? Oh, we're going to talk about rarity again.
Yeah.
Nothing they have put out in the Orphan Barrel series has been rare. Let me tell you.
Yeah, if you never see it, it's pretty fucking rare.
Yeah, I think I've seen one Orphan Barrel in the past 3 years.
I got 2 stores near me that have it. So, Dustin, I wouldn't say it's rare to me right now. I'll agree with you. It's not rare to me right now, but I'm not going to pay that money.
So I mean, again, I fully understand the point you're making. I can't get it at retail, so it's rare, but
I just can't get it. Forget about retail.
Yeah,
I can't get it. I don't find it.
But you can. There are Facebook groups that can get.
Yeah,
you
if I go to a
anything you want.
secondary, I can't walk into a store and find it.
But that doesn't make it rare. That makes it in demand, and there has to be a distinction.
If it's impossible for me to find,
Dustin,
rare.
I'm gonna agree with you on that. You do have to make a distinction because that rarity versus scarce in the marketplace, that scarcity could be false. It could be false scarcity based on hype from YouTube channels. Let's be honest. We can hype stuff up enough that people chase something that's not really that rare, and it makes it scarce. The other thing is there are some distributors. I'm going to use right now. I'm going to use Calumet 14 and 15 as an example. Last year I could not find the Calumet 14, but this year when Calumet 15 came out, and right next to it on the shelf was 14. They were both available. It's like that
both on the
all
right
around me right now. So that's a false scarcity, which made me and probably lots of other people think something was rare. It wasn't rare. This is a false scarcity.
Last chance. This is the link. If anybody wants to jump in. If you're still here watching and you don't want to jump in, I don't know why you're still here, but thank you.
They're drunk.
Thank you for watching.
I'm sorry. I forgot this roundhouse. Tony Tutos, go fuck yourself. Cheech, go fuck yourself.
You mean that?
Urban, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Dude, who name I remember earlier, but I don't remember.
It's
go
Dave,
fuck yourself.
DMC Kentucky.
And also, by the way, Tony Tutos, I love you. Cheech, I love you. Bourbon, I love you. I don't remember your name. Actually, I've been listening to you all night. You're actually a good dude.
You cool.
Dustin,
fuck you.
Dustin, one of these.
Thanks, Dustin.
Exactly, brother. But
cheers,
Bourbon,
everyone.
earlier, we were like, I was like,
Again,
so it's Roadhouse? We just like fucking punching people, going crazy? He goes, yes. And I'm like, all right, that's the plan. We're going Roadhouse. So I had to do it.
That's
But
funny.
I love all
shit.
you guys. Legitimately, you
That's
guys are
funny
all
shit.
great.
Hey,
And
debate is a debate. We can talk about things. It's all good.
Yeah.
We don't have to agree.
No. And again, I
Hell no.
honestly,
Cheers, Donald.
honest to God, I don't want to be part of any group of people that agree with me on everything.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
at that point,
What fun is that?
Those are morons.
Yeah.
Agreed. I don't want to be
agree
in
with
Proving
everything.
themselves to be morons. That's what you
Yeah,
want to say.
Now, the thing is, though, again, if you agree with any person on every single thing,
and we're off the air.
Oh.
All right, that's fine.
you're a dumbass.
What?
Well, hey,
if you agree with any one person on everything,
you should never agree.
you're not thinking for yourself, man. Like it's
Yeah.
we're all
I
gonna
hope
have
we're all
slight
killed
differences.
it.